fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jada just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to play like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yo, man, shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. We got Claude in the chat, man. Let's get to it, Claude. You've been a Nets fan for a long time. I didn't know how to look for you, but this is from new Nets fans to Nets fans that was here before me that never seen us win an NBA championship. I want to hear you in the comments tonight, Claude. Every comment you put in the chat, I'm finna light up. I'm gonna be here for a minute. I got a little bit of time. And yeah, I'm saying all that to say, since the Nets got here, I've been a fan heavy. You know what I'm saying? Even got into vlogging. I was a fan when they was in Jersey, but I wasn't vlogging. And I wasn't vlogging. But just my journey, my story to seeing, I've seen a lot of ups and downs, but I don't want to be a fan that don't see this team win, because I'm not going to give up on this team. And I know for a fact that one day this team is going to win a championship. It's less than 10 teams in the NBA right now that haven't won an NBA championship. The Brooklyn Nets is on that list. We're not going to be on that list forever. We got to win the championship. We got to. And Cole Smith said, Breezy saw my LOL. Dennis Milton said, Nets NBA champs 2027 or 2028. With 2027 Nets will be good. With 2026 free agents and 2025 drafted players in Clax Camp T. Clowney. Leafy, not sure. That's what it looked like. Lee Bremer trolling. He said when the United States become a majority non-black county, which should be about 2040. Nah. Shout out to Jelly. Nah, Lee Bremer, we ain't with that. We ain't trying to wait until 2040 to win no championship. I think we could win it before that. Shout out to my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Dennis Milton. He said 2027, 2028. That's more like it. 2027 gonna be a big year for the Brooklyn Nets. Big year. Shout out to Harlem. He said hit that like button. Andre 76 said very soon. Why you say that, Andre 76? I gotta consider him being a 76er fan. That might be sarcasm, but I'm serious. I want to know. I want to have the conversation. Jelio says we have to be patient. We doing it the right way this time. Let's stay the path this time. I agree. I wanted to stay the path last time. I was with KD and Kyrie coming on the team, but I wasn't with the trade for Harden. I feel like we gave up too much of our core. It'd be a shame if we give up our core now. It'd be a shame we give up our core now. This core is too much of a good core. You don't break up this core. The longer we keep this core, the longer this. You got Cam Thomas that could be a 1 and 2 on the offensive side of the ball, interchangeable. Listen. Marlene Sutherland said Brooklyn has no shot to win in this decade. I gotta disagree. I don't know what Marlene is basing this off. You know what I mean? How could you say that? You know, well, why isn't it possible a team that been together for 3, 4 years with their core to have chemistry and have the significant element, piece, recipe to what winning basketball is, and that's chemistry and teammates being on a team for longer than 1 or 2 seasons, staying together 3, 4, 5 seasons until they get it right. Not just 4 years we get it done, it don't work. No, that's not this. What you did with KD and Kyrie and that roster and that whole entire tenor ain't the same thing you do with this roster. You get this core, it's the best core. This core gonna be better than the core that we had with Spence, which is a tall ask. But it could be better than the one we had with Spence, the core four before when Kenny Atkinson was the coach. Those guys. Nets fans know what I'm talking about. Oh man. Eric Black TV said we got to get some players that we think can win a championship together. Then we have to take steps in going through playoffs to the top. Eric Black TV said, what is the core? Me personally, I feel like our core is Jalen Wilson, Cam Thomas, Claxton, Clowney, those four. That's the core. Trending Warfare, I want him to be part of the core. I think this, contract for him says whether he is or isn't. But if I was a betting man, I would say yes. Trending is trending. He's part of the core. That's a fact. So that's 5. That's Cam Thomas, Claxton, Clowney, Trending, and Jalen Wilson. That's just the core. These quote unquote, none of these guys. Cam Thomas is a least scorer, but y'all don't think he could be a star. I don't know why y'all debate me on this. Ray LM said it could be around 2028. Claude Smith said we first have to make a commitment to a direction, coaching staff, and roster before we start thinking about winning a championship. Let's see. Did we check all those boxes? He said commitment to the direction. True. We committed to, rebuilding. That's a fact. Coaching staff. We just brought in a new coaching staff. I think Jordy is our guy. I'll get into the solidity. Well, I'll tell you now. If there's anybody that look ready to take on a head coaching job, I would say it's someone with a rapport like Jordy Fernandez. But I'll get into that soliloquy later. But we checked that box. And roster. Now, there's a lot of debate about the roster. But like I said, these are pieces, players, part of a core. And none of these players are going to carry besides Cam Thomas. If we needed Cam Thomas to carry on offense to win a championship, could he do it? Yes! If we needed Cam Thomas to carry us on offense like a stretch in the fourth quarter, like he got to get the ball and score 14 in the quarter. I believe Cam Thomas can do it for sure. For sure. Like the delivery man knocking at your front door. Yo, listen, man. Claude Smith, we check all those boxes. It's possible for us to win it. Ray LM said, and Cam Thomas getting a lot of love. He was just posting on Bold Don't Stop, a page for hoopers. See? Everybody know this is his team. Everybody, the one who watch basketball, they really know this was supposed to be his team last year, and now they just making it right. They making things right by Cam Thomas. Superstar on the brink. He's on the brink of being a star. Jay from BK in the building. He said next GM is holding Dodo. Yeah, man, I don't know what he's waiting for. Just do it, man. We'll take the core road. Done deal. Eric Black TV said, has this core proven a win? I don't think we have established anything yet, and we are on that road to. Hold on, let me slow it down. I ain't say we established anything yet. We didn't establish anything yet. This season is to establish who should be part of the championship core on building a championship team. And I think the players I mentioned, rightfully so, we should watch them because they look like they're gonna be the players that win. They'll help us win. They're gonna be part of winning. That's a fact. Eric Black TV said, "Has this core proven to win? I don't think we have established anything yet, and we are on a road to seeing who can be part of the core going forward. Players don't even stay on teams together long. That's true, but we could change the. We could change all that." Dennis Milton, he said, "Chess is being played by Monks. He will not lose. He has too many assets this time. Remember, he started with none and ended up with KD, Kai, and Harden." Christopher Ken said, "Breezy, this topic is the $1,000,000 question. Rebuild is not the answer. I want to win now." Dennis Milton sticking to his story. He said what he said, and he's sticking to it. He want everybody to see it. You see how many exclamation points Dennis Milton put in his comment? You feel strong about that season. Let's say Dennis Milton is right. And, the next 2 seasons we get the draft picks we want. They build with the core we got now. We ready to contend for a championship. That's what it sounds like he's saying. Nets fans is the best fans. Claude Smith said, "When McCall gone, the Nets have a leadership vacuum." I don't know what that means. Christopher Cansley, he disagreed with Dennis Milton. He said 2027, 2028. Hell no. I don't want to wait that long. I mean, respectfully, the free agents ain't popping like that. Ain't nobody gonna come here and just get the bag and run through our team. Now, respectfully, Christopher Cancel, I would want to win now too. But the truth is, ain't no free agents we could really pay right now to come here and lead us to the championship. And we can't afford to go through that same shit we did with KD, Kyrie, and Harden. Not again. We can't do that. That's not small business. It's smart for us to go this direction. I want to win now too. But the win for us, I think, as a fan base is kind of like just looking at it for the potential side of it and realizing that we building towards something. Again, there's 30 teams in the league, Christopher. Every team in the league doesn't feel like they competing for a championship. Of course, they're going to compete night after night, but the goals are different. A bunch of young guys that just got on the team, you know what I mean? Depending on the teammates and the coach and the direction of the franchise. Like, if you get traded and you're a real NBA player and you go to Washington, it's lit. Like, I got to stay healthy and hopefully a trade can happen where I could go to a championship contending team. But as a player, that ain't what it is. The Brooklyn Nets, we got direction. It's pretty much well known that the direction we going. I mean, respectfully, I want to win now too. But truth is, that's not the direction. And to be honest, I don't mind a rebuild. When we was winning with Kenny Atkinson and that core four, I was happy as a Nets fan, Chris. Real shit, Chris. I was happy as a Nets fan. I was good money. Like, all right, we gonna go to the playoffs. That's what's up. We getting better and better. We was better than we was. We got better. We was getting better, and I like what we was working towards, and I like the not only the chemistry but the players, but the chemistry between the coach and the players. The coach and the player chemistry was really good too, and it's hard for a coach to do that if he always got new players. It's important for us to keep these same players. You feel me? So yeah, I feel where you coming from, bro, but it is what it is. All I'm saying, Knicks win 2 chips before BK even win 1. Yo, I'm about to block Harlem. Man. Why would you come over here with this type of shit, bro? Dennis Milton said, "I made many predictions to fruition." Talk your talk, yo. Talk your talk. You got Knicks and Nets fans in here talking about the Knicks. Stop. But I will make you think that college team gonna do the same thing they did and do the same thing in the NBA. Stop it. Like, come on, man. That shit ain't the same. And don't make it seem like we supposed to be scared of Mikal Bridges. We could beat the Nets. other teams could look at the Brooklyn Nets and figure out how to beat the Knicks. We fucking dangerous. Don't play with the Nets. Cam Johnson, if he's still on our team, which I doubt he is, but if anything, he ain't never lead the Brooklyn Nets. He do that shit on when we versus the Knicks, and he give Mikal Bridges that work. Mikal Bridges don't get no soy sauce, no nothing, no duck sauce, no soy sauce. He don't get no baskets. He don't get no fucking layups. He don't get no soft ass layups. You know what I'm saying? Mad long for nothing. Just jumping mad soft. Fuck out of here. Like, what is this? A bounce house? Fuck out of here. Jumping mad soft when he played for the Brooklyn Nets. Now he want to go play his heart out with his buddies. Like, fuck out of here. Why you slapping fives with the Knicks players after you know what I'm saying, the game, like celebrating with them and shit? Like, what kind of shit is that, bro? Like what kind of shit is that? Yo, shout to Jalen Wilson. Now he could get those minutes. Claude Smith said leadership vacuum means no leader on the floor that can make other players better. Cam Thomas could do that. We ain't gonna do that, Claude Smith. Don't do that. Dennis Miller said it's about the 2026 free agency, but Marks is an opportunist. Don't be surprised if Fox end up on his team. He didn't sign his extension. Hold on, we gotta slow it down for Dennis Milton, man, because I had said this in another conversation. Dennis Milton, if Fox comes to this team, if he'll be a POA defender and have experience from the Western Conference, so he'll be, in my opinion, able to adjust to the Eastern Conference with great ease. I feel like the Western Conference is faster, and not only would he be able to adjust, he got Jordy Fernandez, who would have been there for a year, and their relationship, it's only a good look. I think that puts us in contention faster than 2030, 2029, 2030, 2028, 2029. You feel what I'm saying? It puts us closer to the championship. P Hood said that's making all the right moves right now. That's a fact, P Hood. You know what I'm saying? He answered, nah, I don't want that. Yeah, I want that. All right, you know what I mean? Making calls, hanging up, shaking, moving, doing things. Can't get, you know what I'm saying? Making things happen. You know what I mean? They're shaking the scene. You know what I'm saying? Getting things done. You know what I mean? Getting the coffee. Now, Sean Marks is getting the coffee, P Hood. Sean Marks is getting the coffee right now. Shout out to P Hood. Christopher Kansas said Lakers and Celtics never had to rebuild. Yo, I'm glad you said that, right? Because the locker room, he be talking spicy, talking about I'm supposed to be down bad. I ain't down bad just because the Nets fans. I'm a Nets fan that care about the rebuild. You don't got to compete for the championship for me to love you, Brooklyn Nets. Listen, Brooklyn Nets, I want to say I love you, Brooklyn Nets. And even if you in the rebuild or competing for the championship, I'ma always love you, Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Now, P.R. said he said he's never had to rebuild. That's hilarious, though, right? Harlem, you funny as hell. He said, I would say this. I said the same shit Jay said last night. I want to see what this team do. Yeah, we all do. Marlene Sutherland said, no duck sauce, no soy sauce. It's crazy. Nah, that's real shit. Shout out to autism. You see that wrench? Shout out to Marlene Sutherland. She said, Okoro stinks. I do not want him if he's not coming with a first round pick. I think we get a first round pick. I think we do. Probably a late first round pick, but I think we do. Cole Smith said team chemistry is just as important as talent. Did he want to see South Sudan, U.S. in Paris? U.S. won by 1 point. I didn't see the game, but I heard about that. I did hear about that. Shout out to Quest One all the way from Jamaica. What's goody? What's good in the hood, man? Yo, man, I'm trying to be good in the hood like June Plum, man. Yo, you know what June Plum is? June Plum is one of the best fucking fruit in the world, man. Yo, Quest One, they don't know about June Plum, man. Just hold that shit down, you heard? Shout out to Quest One. Blitzkrieg said it's going to take 7 years at least, assuming you draft the right player. This shit 7 years. Nah, bro, I ain't jacking that. Oh, he said it took LeBron 7 years. It took Jordan 7 years. I don't know. I might have to consider that. Cam Thomas going to his 4th year. Next 2 years, I ain't saying we was going to compete. That'll be 5 and 6. That's 7th year. Yo, Blitzkrieg. Yo, you fucking right, bro. Yo. Nah, yo, Blitzkrieg is on to something, man. Shout out to, yo, I need you in the comments more, Blitzkrieg. I need you in the chat more, man. Blitzkrieg talking heavy, man. We're going to stay with that one right there. Blitzkrieg said, like, y'all trying to force a process that legends in the game have shown that this shit take time. Shit takes time, man. This shit takes time, facts. Show Low, man, said, yeah, you get a guy like Flag next year, your chances at winning go up exponentially. We better prospect than Tatum and Brown coming out. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Because once I want the Nets to be the bad guys next season. Yeah, man. Fuck up some standings, know what I mean? I came here to fuck up the party. I came here to, you know what I mean, slow all of that shit down. Like, oh, y'all thought y'all was going to be having all confetti. Swish. Remember us. Yeah. Yeah, we the fucking bad guys next year. You think you going to just get a win off the Brooklyn Nets? We whoop that ass. Yeah. Beat good teams, too. I want us to be one of those sneaky teams, Quest. Know what I'm saying, Quest One? Like, I want us to be one of those sneaky fucking teams, bro. Word. They think they just going to get it when Cam Thomas drop 40 on them. Jalen Wilson can't miss. Can't fucking miss. What? Come on, man. Clowney spacing the floor so they can't double Cam Thomas. What? One-on-ones with Cam Thomas because Clowney spacing the floor. You can't double Cam Thomas because of the pick and roll with him and Nick Claxton and Cam Thomas. Quest One, we gonna be the fucking bad guys, upsetting standings, mad as hell. Like, oh man, I thought the Nets was gonna lose. Now we ain't fucking losing. I mean, all the time. I mean, I don't think we gonna be able. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be good on the low, like. They can see we a dangerous team, like, you know what I'm saying? We got to play versus our G League. That should be crazy. What if we so nice that they got to call players up in the G League? Like, yo, Cam Thomas, you too nice, bro. You too nice, bro. Know what I'm saying? We just going to call players up to G League. Know what I mean? Give them a chance. I don't know. Ray LM said, let's spend some time living Neverland. It's going to take time and patience. We all agree. But Blitzkrieg said 7 years. I'm with it. Shout out to Jack City in the building. Austin James. Shout out to Austin James. Subscribe to the page. He said, first time head coach Jody Fernandez is going to be looking to build a winning coach and not tank and throw games, which helps develop a bunch of bad habits. That's a fact.
Choice every day, what that looks like for you. being steadfast, keeping your nerve. Don't lose your shit with this group. Being tougher as a group.
Oh, what a move by Sean Counting on a foul.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a jam sport. Ben 10 with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is the man sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound, right? Brooklyn Bridges, DFS defending. The Brooklyn Block Party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jada just all next. Getting back on defense, hitting with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel. BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN.
There's caution. Oh my
Yo, my fault, man. Shout out to all y'all that stayed because of the commercial. Oh man. Yeah. Listen. I don't know, man, how this is fitting to play out. But I will say I like that 7-year theory, man. Braun, Jordan, all 7 years. I like that. That's us building up the team for 7 years. Excuse me. I like that. Or nah, I'm with that. Yeah, nah, I'm with that. That's what's up. Oh yeah, shout out to Jack City. Nah, man, you know, home dad duties. 7 years. Yeah, not from now. 7 years already. These next 2 years, that'd be crazy. I'm talking about from when Cam Thomas, that'd be 7 years after these 2 drafts. He going into his 4th year. Yeah, 7 years. Jack City said, yeah, might. Yes, I said might win a chip. That's hilarious. That's he said 30-46. That's crazy work. Dennis Milton said stars will be 3-4 years older. LeBron out the league. Meanwhile, our good players from 2025 and 2026 will be fast, skilled, and young enough not to care about stars. We will have our own. Can the Nets draft stars? Does anybody on this team have all-star potential? Cam Thomas, Claxton, Clowney. Maybe we not even talking about Clowney enough. Maybe Maybe we not talking about Clowney enough. I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta be. This is vague. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Jack City said, nah, Jack City. Oh, Blitzkrieg said, Alif Thiggy, think about it. Even the greatest players to ever play the game took around 6 to 9 years to finally get their situations right and to wait out the current era they in. That's a fact. The To your point, Blitzkrieg, the longest a player stayed on a franchise and it took them to win it was Dirk Nowitzki. It took Dirk Nowitzki 11 seasons to win a championship with the team he got drafted on. All of these other players, Tatum, Brown, Jordan, Kobe, all of these other players, different, man. Different, man. They ain't take 11 seasons to get no championship. I like this window. This is a realistic window. Yo, Leaf, don't ever pull up on this page and talk no delusional behavior when you got Blitzkrieg in the chat talking directly to you. He's saying 7 years, 6 to 9. 7 is between 6 and 9. Blitzkrieg is cooking. It's that simple. Cottage 81 said next 2 seasons. We'll see. Blitzkrieg said it is what it is. No, see, Cottage 81 said, hey, and Dirk Nowitzki had Tyson Chandler and Sean Marion. Sean Marion, one of the better forwards on the defensive side of the ball. He locking you up. Your best player got a hard time scoring the ball. Sean Marion defense was like that. See, what you mean? Well, I disagree with Leaf right here. Oh, well, why we can't have a great players on our team? This season gonna prove it. I'm going to the season optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Cancer. Yo, talk to him, man. Yo, hold on. That comment is crazy. Shout out to Easy. He said, yo, about Easy. I'm about to throw the link in the chat. Hold up. AJ said players like Giannis, Embiid, and Jimmy Butler will likely age out of their prime by then. Yo, man, listen. My thing is, I know they gotta prove everything as far as my optimism go, but I'd rather be looking at it for what it's worth because I've watched these games mature. Season after season, I watch these players mature, and as a fan, they fun to watch, man. This team can win, man. I'm telling you, I like this team. I like the youth for the team. Clowney a 4. He could shoot the 3 going into his second season. High upside. I don't think he's an all-star next year, but shy of a double-double player. 13 points, 8 boards, and you can't calculate what he doing on the defensive side of the ball unless you look at the percentage of the whoever he guarding. Clowney and Clax, both of them could play the perimeter. Yo, they gonna have to tell him, yo, y'all too nice, man. Y'all too nice, man. Y'all gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, go, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to sit this one out. Well, see, Cottage 81 said Cam Thomas matured a lot. He said the Wemby era. If the Nets make it to the finals, will we have to face the Spurs? That's real. So when LeBron out the league, you think it's the Wemby era? Is it the Wemby era as soon as LeBron out the league? This is a good question. What era are we going to? Who's the face of the league when LeBron leaves the league? When Curry leaves the league, who's the face of the league? Who's the face of the NBA when LeBron and Curry leave? LeBron, Curry, KD. Who's the face? Is it Jokic? No. Is it Embiid? No. Jack City said the Luka era. The Luka era. Is it the Luka era? That's tough. The Luka era. Do you think Dallas could get back to the finals? Dallas could get back to the finals with that roster? I don't know. I don't know. Got Knicks fans agreeing with Leaf. Disgusting. Connors 81 said, I think the Spurs can face the Nets, Breezy. Marlene Sutherland said the face will be Ant-Man. Ant-Man, he got the charisma, you know. He good in front of the camera. He on a USA team. Minnesota is really not known for nothing. Put Minnesota on the map. Could he win Minnesota Timberwolves their first championship? Who gonna run the Western Conference? Ant-Man or Luka? Wemby gonna run it over Ant-Man and Luka? Ant-Man a competitor. He'll dunk it on Wemby head top. I don't know, man. I'm staying out of this, man. That Western Conference is gonna be tough. I ain't just gonna go with Wemby just cause I don't know, man. I say we're gonna be the face of the league though. Maybe Wemby. Maybe Wemby. He said not Leaf said not longer than the Knicks. Yes. Ray LM said Spurs versus Nets finally will be conflicted, but I would definitely want us to win. They have 5 chips already. We deserve at least 1. Yeah. That's a fact. She talking crazy in the chat. Holmes says Shea and top 2. Listen, the face of the league to me, is going to be Wemby is a good pick. I don't think it could be Cam Thomas. Nah. I don't think it could be Paolo Banchero. I don't think, you know what I mean? There's certain players that they gotta be. Well, appreciate you, College 81. Facts, man. Ray LM, this the type of shit that I'll be. What you said, Ray LM? He said Knicks might crash and burn by 2028 for real. Let's create follows up with the Knicks definitely gonna be fried in 3 years' time. See, you started this shit, Jack City. Nets fans wasn't even saying nothing about them. Bliss Creek said them Tibbs teams never last long. I told you, Jack City, don't try to come to this chat and troll us. Just One Baby Podcast said Breezy can the Nets reach the Pacers. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, for sure. We ain't tripping off the Pacers. We ain't tripping off that. I think we gonna be able to compete. Seriously. But right now, point guard is Schroeder. For what it's worth, man, he been putting up numbers. 12 assists. If he passing to Jalen Wilson on a wing, Jalen Wilson, leaving him open is crazy work for the defense. Yeah, I think the Pacers are gonna be a good team, but I think we'll be able to compete with them. I think Jordy a good coach. Look at Harlem defending Knicks fans. This shit is outrageous. Here I am on the Net fan page. Been running the Net fan page for about 2 years. You got fans like Harlem intruding, talking about no Knicks slander. Yo, that's all we do. The hell you talking about no Knicks slander? Yo, Harlem, man. I said I was gonna block you twice, man. This shit getting ridiculous, man. Making it seem like I won't do it. Yo, I swear to you, Harlem, you got one more chance, bro. You got one more chance, bro. I shouldn't even give you one more chance. I should block you. Word up. This shit is just getting out of hand. This shit is man. I can't allow this. I can't allow this. Yo, Mars, put Harlem on timeout, yo. Yo, somebody who got a wrench, put Harlem on timeout, bro. Yo, easy. Yo, any of my Mars put Harlem on timeout. Yo, easy. He calling for you. Put him on timeout, bro. He ain't here talking about no Knicks slander. Put him on timeout, bro. Easy. I'm putting this on you, easy. Easy. He calling you out, bro. He calling you out like he good with you like that, bro. Put him on timeout, bro. Put him on timeout, bro. Nah, put him on timeout. This is what he doing. This what he doing, bro. You gotta put him on timeout, my guy. I'm not throwing the link in the chat until yo, what's happening here, yo? My mom's supposed to be listening to you know what I'm saying? Yo, why my mom's turning against me, man? What is Easy doing right now, man? This the shit I'm talking. Yo, Leaf. Do it, Leaf. Do it, Leaf. Put him on timeout, man. All right, he wilding right now. Yo, man. Do it, man. Y'all gotta do it, man. Yo, Leaf, do it, man. Yo, LM, talk to me, LM. What's good, man?
Not much, man. I'm hearing all this Knicks stuff going on. This is the
Yo,
start.
nah,
Hey,
man.
Breeze. Hey, LM.
Yo, what up, John?
Yeah.
Yo, hold on, man. I see you in the studio, man. You gotta either come up here, apologize, or I gotta put you on timeout, man.
I gotta get my
All I-
popcorn for this, Breeze, man.
All I do is do Nick slander in my. That's my part-time job, man. You trying to tell me to
Why are
quit
we
my
even talking
part-time
about
job?
the Knicks? Like, it's too days. It's too. We shouldn't be worrying about the Knicks right now. We got our own worries. They got their guys. We trying to get our guys. But I would like to win a game against them this season. Even though we're in the rebuild stage. It'd be
We
dope if
do
we can get some games won against them.
face them in that play-in tournament game, so there could be a chance to have a little competition. Should be
Wait,
fun.
what's
If
up,
the Knicks
everybody?
if the Knicks
Yeah,
lost
it's fine,
to us,
man.
lost to us,
What's up?
If the Knicks lost to us, like imagine they went like I'm not saying that they're gonna be a L team, but imagine like they lost games, but the only game like they never beat us the whole season, but they still above 500, but they just never beat us the whole
Well, we
season.
did beat
That
them
would be
3 straight
hilarious.
years, so it was bound for it to switch a little bit.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. That KD and Kyrie ever was sweet. Like it was
Ooh, too
during
sweet.
that time when we was facing them. Like we used to be trolling them
My
on
nigga, that
Twitter.
shit was Scooby Snacks. That shit was easy.
Yo, Katie
That
dropped
shit was
50
Easy.
yo,
on him
K
twice.
KD used to be yo, that shit was funny as fuck.
That
Nigga,
shit
KD
was
used to be trolling
easy.
us with them niggas on there saying, I remember when Cam hit that shot in the Madison
I
Square
gotta
Garden.
get
That
me a
nigga
new
was
hat.
like, yo,
That
it
shit
was
was
loud in the
easy.
Barclays tonight. Oh, my fault. I
Uh,
meant Madison Square Garden. That shit was mad funny. We used to be trolling them niggas.
Kyrie's a guest, and Katie dropped 50 on them, man. I'm like, yo, Katie's in
Man,
the game, man. Get his
I'm not
zone.
worried about that. Kevin Durant killed him. Kyrie killed him. Cam Thomas killed him. It don't matter. It's cool. It is what it is, bro. I want to know, like, I think people is misunderstood about what are the key ingredients to building a championship team.
Right.
First and foremost, bro. This is a first time head coaching job. This is the first time NBA head coaching job for Jordy Fernandez. That's one. Number two, everybody that's gonna get major clock this year, they've been getting held back. They've been getting held back for the past 2-3 years. That's number two. And number three, there is no, and I repeat, no elite top tier talent on this team.
You hear
So
that,
I need
Breezy?
people. So I
Yeah,
need
no,
people.
I'm not. Listen, y'all heard me for about 40 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. Shout to we got a new person on the panel. Shout to Scott. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for joining the panel. Um,
Peace.
Scott.
and so I don't want to be long winded or nothing. You know what I mean, even if I disagree with y'all, we gonna go to Scott after Leaf. Go ahead, Leaf.
So I need people to understand that it's pieces in this draft that we missed out on, bro. That like first and foremost, I'm still not giving up on the fact that we need a point guard and we still need a big body and we still need a big body center. But we got Claxton, so for 4 years under there, so go figure. But granted, we do need a point guard. We still do need that, and I'm not giving up on that aspect, bro, because Dylan Harper is in the draft. I understand that, but yet we want Ace Bailey because we obviously vacant for talent. We vacant for somebody else that could create their own shot outside of Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, bro, like we got a whole we got a whole mountain to climb, bro. Like, and we starting from the very, very fucking bottom. We starting from all the way underneath the volcano,
We
basically,
need a
bro.
three
Like,
and a one, bro. We need a 3 and a 1.
yeah.
Like,
Hold on.
So
Hold on.
listen. We're starting all the way from the shitter. That's where we at. So I need people to understand, bro. Like when we pull the clip.
Hold on, Leaf. Yo, shout to Jack City. I just had to put you in the studio. You just look like you was enjoying this too much. You know what I mean? He a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? And I really, I just didn't like the way he was looking when we was going through our pain. You know what I mean? It looked like he was enjoying it too much. So I just had to sub him out of the panel real quick. You know what I mean? But shout out to you. You know what I'm saying, Jack City. But you a Knicks fan. You know what I mean? You just sit this one out. You know what I'm saying? Just sit this one out. Shout out to you.
Coach
Yeah.
Beasley,
So,
man.
to land the plane by saying this, bro. Like, it don't matter what anybody else agree with or nobody else think, bro. The truth is the truth. We not getting around this, bro. And the truth is going to show itself this season with the talent that we already got and with the talent that we don't have and the talent that we need going forward. And we got a lot of fucking work to do.
Right. Let's go to Scott. Let's see how Scott feel about all of
Let's
this,
start,
man.
Leaf.
You see the title, Scott. I said, when will the Nets win a championship, man? How you feel about that, bro? And before you answer the question, just give us a quick commercial. Let us know what you got going on.
I'm a Net fan, born and raised in Brooklyn, and I watched Dr. J play in Long Island in Long Island when he was with the Nets. So I'm a old cat. I've been a
Alright,
Net
let's
fan
go
for a
through.
long time, so I've seen the ups and downs. I've been through the grind. You know, I see the Nets in 3 years should be able to be at least a force in the East if they do the right thing. I don't know. We need a point guard. We might need a center. They're gonna have to tank this year. I mean, I feel bad for Cam because he's gonna do he want to do his thing. He's trying to prove himself. His contract time is up. So he needs to show out. I'm hoping that he get a chance to do that. So, other than that, I see a bright future for the Nets if they do the right thing with the draft.
All right. So again, we agree. You know what I'm saying? Get it played. And again, I think we all agree that we need another shot creator. Say what you want about Cam Thomas, this or that, but we need another shot creator. I think all championship teams or most championship teams got 2 shot creators. So that's why I was asking who's the best shot creator out of this draft, Cooper or Ace. A lot of people saying Ace over Cooper, but some people are saying Cooper. So I don't know.
Well, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which one is going to be, it's a chance. Sometimes some people get drafted 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't pan out, But I think they have the opportunity with the Nets because the Nets are going to try to rebuild. So they're going to get a chance to show their, talent.
Yeah, now of course.
Word.
See, look, man, I agree with you, bro. But we're gonna go to Easy. We ain't hear from Easy. Talk to us, Easy. How you feel about what Scott said?
Shout out to my boy Scott for pulling up to the panel. Salute my guy. You already know the
Thank you,
vibes.
man.
Shout out to everybody on the panel. Salute gang. You already know the vibes. Shout out to everybody up here. I ain't got too much to say about it because I let my boy Breezy cook. I'm gonna let all y'all cook, but me personally, I just can't keep on beating a dead horse, bringing that nigga back to life, beating it down again, giving it some fucking holy water, bringing it back to life somehow again, then beating it down again. I'm tired. Y'all got it, bro.
Woo! Listen. I just want to say that this is what real Nets fans sound like. Tired and frustrated and losing and all of this. You got other fans for other franchises. They can always reflect and remember all of the times that they did win a championship. Nets fans can't do that. So just real shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Don't Crash Out Easy, man. Don't crash out, Easy. We with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So not to be long-winded, man. Shout to LM. Shout to John. We ain't hear from John yet, man. John, how you feel, man? You see the title. You see the title. When can the Nets win the championship? How you feel about that?
First, I just gotta say is we've had a lot of discussions about where this Brooklyn Nets team could be a year, 2 years, 3 years. I heard 7 years tonight, and I just want to say this: the journey of the Brooklyn Nets. There's gonna be so many chapters, good, bad, ugly, in between. But that's what's being a Brooklyn fan's all part. It's about the journey and looking at where we were when we traded away the big 3. Literally, we traded Kyrie and James for 2 draft picks, essentially. And then somehow, through fortune, through luck, you name it, we ended up trading KD to the Suns for a package, trading Mikal to the Knicks for a package. We now have 16 first-round draft picks, which is just amazing because we should be the Chicago freaking Bulls right now trading players for scraps. And yet we are somehow in a position to decide our future in next year's draft. So for the people that want to say, hey, we should be for play-in, we have 6 picks in next year's draft. We have a chance to draft a top 5 pick, something the Brooklyn fan base has not had the opportunity to even look upon at draft night. And we have that chance next year. So let's not rush the process this season to collect some damn scraps. Are we tired of collecting scraps for this Brooklyn team? Let's let this Brooklyn team use our minds, our strategic input to make this team from the bottom up what it should be. Because Brooklyn basketball should be competitive, elite, and it should be dominant one day. And I believe we can do that, man. We have the pieces in front of us right now to decide our future tomorrow, the week after, the month after, and a year from now. So let's rock on this journey and let's make it happen. Let's do it the right way.
Pass the ball, man. Yeah, yeah, nah, yo, shout to that, man. I'm about to hit the motherfucking clap button or some shit.
John just gave a whole speech. I feel like I'm ready to go to war.
Yeah, man,
Yo, man, let's
that's a
go.
riveting
Stop
speech
it.
right there, bro. Like, listen,
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Nah,
leaving the
yeah, that's the
shoe.
word, bro. That
That's a
shit was
riveting speech
riveting.
right
You heard? That was
there.
riveting.
Riveting speech.
Word. Ah, appreciate it, Breeze. Appreciate it, man.
Yo,
And
now
he
hold
and he
on.
decided to take a nap on this conversation, which I'm about to do. So I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
hold on. Shout out to LM. Talk to us, man. In your opinion, being honest about the window for Jordy Fernandez, taking all the things in consideration. How many years from now do you think it'll take for us to win a championship?
Uh, I mean, to John's point, man, we do everything correctly. We got our future back. Uh, we actually have some sort of control in the way you can, move forward. Um, I mean, it shouldn't, honestly, realistically, everything goes the way it's supposed to. These players develop the way it's supposed to. I realistically say 2028, 2029. I think that's a year that we could look forward to in terms of competing for a championship. Uh, I just think it's all about not being hasty, trading picks for stars, and doing the whole KD thing again, or Kyrie and them, and like we've been through that journey and we've seen how it turned out. It happened the same way with Garnett, Pierce, and them, and it happened the same way with KD and Kyrie and them guys. Like the path just doesn't work out. In this new league and this new NBA, it's all about you see these draft picks balling out. You know what I'm saying? You see them improving. These are all lottery picks. These are all guys that's been picked in the lottery. They balling out. They're pretty much, it's a young man's league now. With LeBron, KD, and Steph pretty much out of here in a few years. You will want to have, somebody on this team of elite talent that can, put us in contention to at least compete for something in the next few years. So, um, it's going to take time and it's going to take patience, but I don't think it'll be that long. I think even the players on this team, I don't think they fought that far off from adding to winning either. I think Cam Thomas is a pretty good talent. He got things that he needs to work on, of course, in terms of rebounding and defense and playmaking. But realistically, he showed what I don't just look at the skill. I look at the mindset of the players. Do they want to get better? Do they are they focused on basketball? You know what I'm saying? These are the guys that you want on a team where they're not intrigued by distractions and they actually want to go out there and win basketball games. And from what I've seen from these guys, they want to win. They hungry. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn gave these guys a chance and they want to go out there and show the fans what they got. So I mean, when you have players like that who are committed, you can't go wrong. You just got to put a star in front of that. You got to put some sort of generational talent in front of that, and uh, and go from there. But shouldn't take long, hopefully. But
Well,
we will see.
Yo,
hold on. I wanted
go
LM.
ahead, go ahead,
Or
go
LM.
ahead.
I got a two-part question. One, does this 7 year or whatever process, does this mean that the front office still stays the same? Number one, and number two, you talked about LeBron, KD, and Steph walking out of the league, being out of the league in the next couple of years. Why are we forgetting that neither one of them niggas is top five players in the league, and we ignoring the top five players that's in the league right now? And a couple of them niggas been to the finals or even got championships.
Well, to answer your first question, I don't know. I've heard that maybe I think Styles high key keeping Sean for the rebuild. I'm not sure. I heard Stein might be out, but I guess depending on how it goes, the Koch family probably would be. I would hope they would want to clean house. I mean, at this point in time, get some guys in here that know how to do the rebuild, right? If they don't trust Sean Marks, get somebody in there that knows what they doing. But that's yet to
Facts.
be seen. That's yet to be seen. I don't think I think side trust Sean. I don't know what it is, but maybe the Koch family doesn't, and if they see something they don't like, they may be willing to get them both out of there. But that's yet to be seen. Um, as for your second question, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, they up in age. I mean, realistically, they still got a lot of elite talent. They got a lot left to prove. But I mean, we just saw a 22-year-old eliminate KD like a couple of months ago with a whole young
Yo,
ass team. Like
yo,
I feel
hold
like
on.
that's just a stamp on the young guys. They not afraid of these niggas at all. Like they
No, yeah,
want the
yeah, yeah. No,
smoke.
no, I'm with you on that. I don't think KD, Steph, and LeBron is the threats that they used to be. What I'm talking about right now is like, and I saw somebody put in the chat, yo, we could be facing we could be in the finals in the next 4 years. I ain't gonna lie
Hmm.
to you. If we facing Wemby in the next 4 years, bro, with the way that the Spurs know how to build a team, bro, we might get smoked in 5. I ain't
Bro,
gonna lie to you.
no, we might beat them in 5.
Uh,
I mean, it depends on who the
nah, Breezy. You
star
can't
is
say that.
taking
You
care
can't
of
say that.
Wemby.
You can't say
Yo,
that. You
hold
can't
on,
say
hold
that.
You
You
on,
said
can't
that
say
with
that.
hold
no
on, hold on,
respect.
You
hold
can't
on,
say that. You
hold on,
can't say
hold
that.
on, hold on. I argue with y'all all the time, man. Shout out to the OGs, first time on the panel. I wanted to ask him something because I met Brian Taylor. I met Brian Taylor in practice in the park, and you mentioned how you seen Dr. J when he played for the Nets. So what I'm asking you is like, what was his game like? Like, and who would you contrast his game to? Brian Taylor, the point guard that helped the ABA Nets win the championship.
Oh man, that's a tough question. When I saw him play, I'm gonna tell you right now, the game hasn't changed. The game really hasn't changed. I think the way the league plays the game out and calls the game, other than the 3-point line, that was the only thing that was added. I mean, I seen Dr. J do things that Jordan did. Jordan copied Dr. J.
That's
You
a fact.
know, I mean
That's a whole
that was
fact.
just a copy of what I've seen already. It's what the league wants to see. You got to remember that the NBA, I hate to say it, it's a show. And they're going to put players out there that they need to sell. I mean, that's a fact. So one person said something about we see Wemby in the playoffs. Yeah, Wemby going to do his thing. I'm going to tell you, they're going to make sure if he's in the championship, they're going to sell him. But I've seen the talent level is so equal. Like it's not even a big jump between a bench player and some stars. I mean, it's some of these bench players just don't have an opportunity.
All right, so hold on. Let me
I
ask you this
agree.
again. Let me ask you this while you here, man. And always, you know, you can join the panel anytime. When LeBron, Curry, KD, they out the league, who the face of the league, in your opinion?
LeBron was the face of the league.
No. When he's out, when he retires,
Oh,
him,
when he
Curry,
retired,
KD,
who I
yeah, all
think
of
is
the
going to be the
OGs.
face of the league,
Yeah, who you think? Who you?
they look like it's going to be Ant-Man. It looked like it's going to
Okay.
be Ant-Man. He's already talking about him, and I can see his
I wanted to
face
answer. I
all the
wanted to answer
time.
that question. I wanted to answer that question as well. I think we're gonna be in a scramble period like how we was after '98. When Jordan left the Bulls, there
They were
wasn't a
looking
clear
for
cut
it.
face. Yeah, it wasn't a clear cut face. Even when the Lakers
Yeah,
was running off titles, there wasn't a clear cut face.
I can
They
agree with
wanted it to
that.
be Kobe, but Kobe was basically a number 2, and he had the incident in Denver. They wanted it to be Shaq, but Shaq was getting older and was barely
Right.
playing seasons after 2000. They wanted it to be Tim Duncan, but nobody, the fan bases didn't adapt to the Spurs and what they were doing early on. Nobody adapted to that type of basketball. The Spurs were deemed quote unquote boring. Um, they wanted it to be T Mac. They wanted it to be Vince for a minute. They wanted it to be AI for like a small stint, but neither one of them was great enough to take their teams to championship status. AI did something in 2001 that we knew he never was going to do again, and he never did. So my thing is like I feel like we're going to be in a scramble period because like I'm pretty sure they tried to give the keys to Zion, he dropped the ball. They tried to give the keys to John Morant, he dropped the ball. Now we're looking at Ant-Man. And Ant-Man, bro, like it seems like he has the competitive nature for it, but he still seems kind of kitty-like, kind of goofy looking, man. Like he's not somebody I don't think they're gonna take serious, bro. Like the one thing about LeBron is LeBron was able to like at least LeBron. I don't like LeBron whatsoever, but at least he knew how to play the role.
Right.
He knew how to play the role of marketing and everything behind the scenes, and he knew how to deal with the media early on, even at a young age. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to do that. But what happened later on is that once the media started coming to fruition, LeBron felt like he could say and do anything that he wanted, and he eventually did. And then 20 years later, you got basically Adam Silver Slipper, aka Mr. Mackey from South Park, man, that just running around, just doing surgical Twitter stuff and everything. He just appealing to the Twitter and the 2K fans. And this is what you have. You still got LeBron hanging around at 840, bro, calling himself the GOAT. We all know.
I can see Wemby being the face because San Antonio's a big market. Dallas and Texas is a big market. So I can see Wemby taking the face. Market.
I think San Antonio is a medium market, but
I think they're medium.
But you got to remember that. You got to remember they looking at all of Texas.
Yeah, right. They are looking at all of Texas, but the thing is, the marketing tool that they want Wemby to be, he's not ready for that. He's not ready. Right now, he's not ready. Right now, all he really want to do is just play basketball.
Like, he's not ready.
I saw Wemby shy away from the stardom last year, during the Britney Spears incident, bro, when the security guard had an incident with Britney Spears or whatever. This, that, and the third, and he didn't even post nothing. He didn't post nothing on the internet. He didn't post nothing. Like he ain't post no pictures. Earlier on, he was like before the season started, he was kind of getting in this groove. He was messing around with Jeremy Sohan, messing around and got his hair cut. Then he bleached it back. He was like, "Nah, I can't do that." But he realized right away that the American media was not something.
It's tough.
It's
tough.
But hold on, Lee. To Wemby. Well. To Wemby's point, it's weird for him because I think they just made him like the ambassador of like Louis Vuitton or some shit. I don't know. He's like the ambassador of Louis Vuitton. He getting his own Nike signature shoe coming out in a few years or months or whatever. They built like a huge ass freaking billboard in San Antonio with him in the front. They actually are restructuring San Antonio to look more like a city, so that it's more attractive for people to come there because of Wemby. So I think realistically, San Antonio's changing their whole entire infrastructure in terms of making their market more attractive because of Wemby. If anything, I don't think Wemby's afraid of the moment. I think he is focused on basketball. I don't think he really cares about the endorsements and other stuff like that. But I don't think he's going to be the type of person to shop from it. If anything, if the league is marketing him and whatever the case may be, I think he's going to be up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the West. He's gonna be up against Edwards and Luka and all of them guys that's gonna be coming from them. These niggas is gonna be at it for a while.
I can definitely say that, but I think the only thing that he kind of needs to be focused on is everybody else around him. And when I say everybody else around him, I'm also alluding to the fact that we always bring up the fact that you said they didn't have a point guard to pass him the ball last year, and a lot of guys didn't want to pass the ball, didn't want to pass him the ball last year, whatever, for some other reason or whatever, like however that went. So I think it's a situation of he's gonna have to play. Is he gonna have to play the role of the Tim Duncan? I could sacrifice and play defense for guys and then let them do them, or I need to go get my numbers and I need to be put on the same track as LeBron and Luka and all the other greats and all the other trajectories that they was on. Because the reality is that San Antonio is a team. San Antonio won championships mostly by committee. And don't get me wrong, it was the Duncan era, but like the championships that they known for winning, bro, that 2014, 2007, if you go look back they past rosters, like some of their past championships, they won. Yeah, they won them by committee. So the thing is, I think they can still be a committee-based team and still win today, even with Wemby on the roster. And I think Popovich will put it in his mind that, defensively, you know what you could do. Let these other guys, do what they do offensively. If we get future talent that could do that, like we don't know how Stephon Katz's going to be. We don't know how Vassell and all of the dudes going to turn out and everything like that. So the reality is that they got to have somebody in the organization with him as the same mindset that how Tim Duncan had, where it was just team first, and then I worry about my numbers, and then all of that other shit. And then you got to remember, first off, he didn't play over 30 minutes a game yet. He averaged only 29 games. Don't get me wrong. The numbers,
season. I think that's changing this next season.
I think the training wheel's coming off.
Yeah, the training
wheels is coming off next season.
The training wheels will come off, but let's not forget that San Antonio training staff is the same training staff that they had and the same injury staff that they had back in 2016, 2017, when Kawhi had that situation. Them niggas is still on fraud watch. So they need to clean it up. So listen, you don't get a top 10 talent like this and then screw it up by any means. This is gonna fall on them if he don't pay out.
They're gonna try to make sure that Wemby have a Duncan type trajectory as the way he stayed there his whole career. They ain't trying to have him leave to go to some other team. I think they're doing the best to make sure he stays there.
I think the best thing to let him do is to let him focus on being like the anchor mainly. He can score when he can score, but I think that Duncan role that he had when he was anchoring them defenses, and they was number one overall defenses when they was running out of the West back in 2000. So if he can like focus on that, and then they build the rest of their team offensively how they build it, then that'll be a recipe for winning more so than him just going out there getting 20 and 25 and 10, or I need to bump it up to 30 and 10. Oh, I need to go for these trajectory type numbers. Because if he's focused on that Duncan type of style of winning, then it's cool. If he's not, I don't like the way this is going to go.
Yeah. So wait, so I want to add on to what Scott said, because Scott said something interesting earlier. He's first, and that's why I think that's what we need to do to try to get a top pick. You all know Wemby was the number one pick, yada yada yada, generational talent. They're trying to Scott's point. Yeah, the league is trying to market him. It hasn't really changed much because they was trying to find the next Jordan, such and such. Same thing here. They're gonna try to find the next Bron, et cetera, et cetera. My thing is that the league is all about their numbers and about their bread. If we a big market, why not send one of them generational niggas to a big market team so you can get the bread and put them on TV? And to Breezy point, if we face San Antonio or some shit in the finals in a hypothetical world, that's mad bread. Imagine a Cooper Flag in the Wemby finals. That shit gonna raise money. That's mad real.
See, LM, you made a good point, but like remember what we spoke about last time. We could kind of see like we have to appeal to somebody that is going to be okay as a 19-year-old, because that's what these kids are going to be, 19. We have to appeal to a 19-year-old future talent like that that's going to be okay with being here right off the rip. Now, when we think of Cooper Flag, let's just be real honest. If Boston was a shitty ass team, the Boston Celtics would get the first overall pick right off the rip. You know why? Because Cooper Flag is from Maine. That's why. It's all about placement.
That's true.
That's true.
It's not a secret that the San Antonio Spurs has a French fan base. That's one of the main reasons why Wemby is there.
Yep.
It's one of the main reasons why Wemby is there.
Wow.
I told you
it was very simple to get Ace Bailey then.
I
would
told
make
you it
sense
was
for
a
us to get
business.
Ace Bailey or
Yeah, of course.
Which is
But
why
It's
but
a
I'm
but
saying
business.
if Ace
I'm
is a
laying that plane. Hold
generational
on, right. I'm
talent,
gonna land
why
that
not send
plane.
Ace to Brooklyn?
I'm gonna land that plane,
They
bro. Saying that,
can.
I think here's the thing: Dylan and Ace fit more of the trajectory of where the Nets are in the Nets fan base more so than Cooper Flag.
That's
Cooper
true.
Flag, bro, it's a possibility that he might end up in Portland. It's a strong possibility. You the reason why, bro? Because Portland
Ooh.
is
Listen,
Oregon.
listen, hold on. Listen,
They live right up
again,
to there.
listen. Everybody knows that Rutgers is not a prestigious basketball school the same way a Duke is, who's gonna get a first round pick, a first draft pick. You know what I mean? Number
Right.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
The
case
Duke
in
guys is
point
always
is
in the top 3.
right. So, but I'm saying all that to say that Rutgers doesn't usually get these guys out of high school to commit to them.
Right.
And for
Right.
some reason or another, they committed to the Rutgers. I think that has something to do with the Brooklyn Nets. I
It
think the
does.
Brooklyn Nets are going to draft one of those players,
It
bro.
does.
Hey,
It does.
listen,
Let me. Can I
You got
say
a
one
good chance,
thing? Can I
Fool. Go
say
ahead,
one
yeah,
go
go
thing?
ahead,
ahead.
Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah. The market in Brooklyn is on the up and up. Believe it or not, that's what attracted Durant.
Yeah.
That's what attracted Durant. He knew
Right.
that the market would, and winning a title here is golden. You know, I don't care who plays, everybody is going to benefit from it. So, and a lot of people say, well, then why not the Knicks? A lot of the owners in the NBA do not like the owner of the Knicks. I don't know if
Right.
people know that.
Right. That's true.
That's a big fact.
I don't know if people
That's
really.
true.
That's why superstars don't
That's
want.
a big
They
fact.
like to play here. They like New York. They like Brooklyn. They just don't want to deal with the
Listen,
media and the Knicks. The
Right.
Knicks
listen.
ownership
Also, the
Scott,
pressure of
is
the garden. Let's
terrible.
get the garden itself too.
That's what it is. And listen, and you know what? I don't really like to give plays to nothing blue and orange on this podcast at all. I'm anti the tangerines, man. I step on them, I squash on them all the time. But I gotta give some type of leeway and respect, even though he got his daddy, even though he wasn't gonna go there. What was if his daddy wasn't gonna get a coaching job? Gotta give some respect to Jalen Brunson because
Yes.
the
I
thing
give him a
is,
little
I
bit.
feel like he's smart enough and intelligent enough outside of basketball to know how to deal with the New York media. And the thing is, he's kind of already a darling because he's undersized.
Until
And the
you,
New York and the New York fan base kind of like him win or lose, so they kind of give him one of them like they kind of give him some of the same treatment as a Philly gave Iverson. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
all right if you lost, man. Like it's kind of that same type of feel. So
yeah.
realistically,
I think Philly and New York media is good when you're winning. When you have a winning attitude, but the minute you're not winning, oh
oh
my
yeah, the minute not
God,
they on you. They like yo, we need to do
you might as
this.
well pack your
Start the
bag.
game.
You might as well
Feels like
pack your
Philly's
bag.
gone through it though
And
last few
and
years.
the thing is, listen. The Nets have been more irrelevant than the Sixers and the Knicks in history, obviously. The thing is, what our fan base has the chance to do is to navigate from all of the pet peeves and the bad behavior that they give to their teams.
Right.
We have the opportunity to do that.
Yes,
So
we
so the
do.
thing is, once we start getting into that old narrative about it's this player's fault. We got to get rid of him. We got to get. That's what we sound like now. We sound just like these niggas.
Yeah, yeah. I've never
Right.
been like that. I always said, just give me your best. Just do your best.
Right.
And if it don't work, that's okay. As long as I see you with an effort, that's Brooklyn ball. You
Right.
know,
That's
that's
part
Brooklyn
of it.
street
Let the
ball.
Knicks be the media, and let the Knicks. Realistically, I've always had the viewpoint. Let the Knicks be the media darlings. I've
Yeah.
always viewed Brooklyn as the underground, gritty, dirt. We get it out the mud type team. Like at the end of the day, if you got players on here that's gonna give it they all every time they step on the court, they're gonna play hard. They're gonna play gritty. They're gonna get it out the mud. They're gonna do what they have to do. Let us be the underground dogs. Let the Knicks be the media darlings. Let them be the nice team, whatever the case may be. Let's build our own culture and identity. And to have Ace here, Ace got the perfect personality for the
fit that.
Brooklyn Nets team.
Yo, hold on, listen. I would never say that Ace Bailey could dunk like Vince Carter. But what I want to say is, in the highlight that I seen, somebody just him being around the Vince Carter, because Vince Carter part of the Nets culture. He just retired.
He is.
And he's, what I'm saying, like one of the color commentators. So, he's woven into the fabric of the Nets culture. And him just being around the Ace Bailey, I think is good for Ace Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another thing for you, like you said, popularity. What Vince Carter did for the Nets, what he did for Toronto. He put an expansion team on the map, heavy.
Yes, he did.
So you can see what he did for the Nets. And I'm thinking that kind of same exciting basketball, we could get some of that from Ace. I would never say that he would be a great dunker like a Vince Carter, but he got some Vince Carter isms with him. Know what I mean? From what I see.
Well, when you bring up Carter, it makes me think of Edgecombers. The way I see this kid dunking, man, I'm like, Vince Carter, man, he made impacts too like that. But this kid is so young. And he's like, I want a ball and I want to decimate you. Like, that is exciting as a fan. Like, you want that on your team because you know that this guy wants to play with the big dogs. He don't want to shy away. That's what Brooklyn culture should be about. Always defying the odds and find a way to step up to whoever thinks they're the best in the NBA. That's what makes Brooklyn good and special. Like, that's what we need to get back to too, man. And that's with good talent.
I just want to be able to listen. Before I get to my old age, bro, we can have a championship down Atlantic Avenue. I'll be set, bro. No matter how long it takes, whatever. It's a patient thing. But as long as we got players that want to be here, I think that's really important. And to Breezy's point, the free agents. Oh, what? Go ahead, Easy.
Real quick, LM, I'm not going to, bro. I'm gonna need that shit to happen before the dementia and Alzheimer's, bro. I don't want to see that shit when I'm 60.
Yo, word up!
Enjoy the ride, man. It's gonna happen.
Hold on. Let me be clear. I don't want to wait till 2029, 2030, 2020. I was saying this before y'all pulled up. I don't want to wait that long, bro. I want us to be able to keep in 2027, 2028, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. 2026,
we better wait before 2050 or something. Like before 2040 hit or something, bro. We gotta
wait. Time out. Listen, hey. I'm with E. Even though he tried to shit on me on Bobby's show, bro, last Monday, bro. But I'm definitely with E, bro, about the I don't want to be.
What the fuck?
I don't got Mr. Whammy's lifeline, bro. I don't, bro. I ain't gonna listen.
Yo, shout out to Whammy, man.
I know for a fact I don't have.
Nah, that's one of the strongest.
I'm not trying to be in
I don't have Mr. Whammy's lifeline, bro. I don't.
Bro, I'm not trying to be with a cane, and I gotta walk with a cane to the Barclays.
Hey, listen. Hey,
he got a strong spirit. He got a strong Netflix spirit, man. Serious.
This cat, bro, because everybody in here.
Shout out to Whitney, man.
My granddad, he in the other room. He 88. I don't got that lifeline, bro. I don't, bro.
I'm sorry.
I don't have that, bro. I don't see. Listen, I would like to see myself here by 100, but that's too long, fam.
I say 3 years. I say 3 years.
3 years is fair.
3 years is valid.
If you're doing it right.
Yes, listen.
3 years is valid.
You know, the West. Like, here's the thing. No, wait, can I just say this? Here's the thing.
Hold on.
In y'all 3 year transcript, it's no logic.
Hold on. Let's hear the logic or not. John said, hold on. Let John say what he was going to say because he definitely was a fan to say something. Dennis Milton in the comments right back at it with 2027, 2028. Go ahead, John. We listening. What's your logic to us and winning in 3 years or competing in 3 years?
I would just say the East is not is a lot more wide open than the West is right now. Because you look at this, teams like the Bucks, Miami, Philly, You know, the Celtics, they're not all going to be together in 3 years. They might actually break up if the financial constraints get too much, if the guys want out, and then there's going to be a shift. Like the Nets got young at the right time. We're going to catch up with guys like Magic and Raptors who are young cores. We're going to be there competing with those guys if we play our cards right these next 3 years. But if we don't play our cards right, we could be a 7-year window, but we have the opportunity to do it the right way. I think we will do it the right way. That's what we have to keep in perspective.
John, you listen. That was an interesting statement. But the thing is, you're missing that Indiana, Orlando, they already got upcoming top 10 players. They already got upcoming top 10 players in this league that's about to be in this league. All you got to do is just put Giannis, Joker, bro. Take their primes and then push them back a little bit, bro. And now they over the age of 30. Now you got new 20-year-olds, bro. That's top 10 players in this league, and they're gonna be in the East. Orlando and Indiana already heard that.
Hold on. Yeah, again, I don't mean to cut you off, Leaf. This has got nothing to do with Nets fans versus Net fans and nothing like that. You know, Big Ox, he a Sacramento King fan, and I thought, hold on, and I thought to myself, the audacity of a King fan coming in here saying anything negative or anything toward negative, anything like that. You know what I mean? Just because of the history.
Bobby.
Right. So hold on. My thing is Bobby knows all of the pain that he endured. And as a fan, you know, I was there to listen to all of that. But now I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear about how the Kings is losing all of that and all of that stuff behind Mike Brown, man. That's on you, man. Y'all got to deal with that shit. Know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like that, you know what I mean? And I just want to let you know, if any franchise will ever stun on the Nets, it could never be the Sacramento Kings. And when
could never say anything.
The Bulls is talking crazy in the beginning of the season to us too. Them Bulls,
Sacramento Kings could never say anything.
Them niggas is in rebuild stage too now. So we in the same boat as them. They in the same boat as us.
Well, this
still got the Chicago Bulls still got a legacy though. Like that can't be unmatched. The thing about the Sacramento Kings, and I just want to put something on your mind, bro. Yo, Bobby, bro. You do know y'all last playoff win was in 2004. The Seattle Supersonics, who haven't played since 2008, their last playoff win was in 2005. Make it make sense.
I remember when them niggas got the De'Aaron Fox. I was like, oh, y'all got one, but it ain't happen right away. That's what took a couple of years for them to be where they at now. Took a while for De'Aaron.
It took like 5 years for them niggas to touch a playoff spot with him in the line.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, then you can't be sitting here making fun of our process. Y'all niggas was in the same position a few years ago.
Hold
on, y'all. I want to go to Scott for this because Scott, you know what I mean? Like you say, he's been a fan since he's seen Dr. J on the Nets. Do you believe that the Kings will beat the Nets or the Nets could beat the Kings? Say the Kings beat the Lakers on the way to the finals and they got to the finals opposed to the Lakers. Could they beat that Nets team or do you think that we would have won that, Scott? How you feel?
Which Net team you talking about?
We talking about the
he's talking about 02.
Season.
He's talking about 02.
Right.
He's talking about the 2002 season.
He's talking about the 02 season.
So
I thought the Nets can win the title. Yeah. I think they can beat the Kings.
In 02?
In 02.
No, I'm saying versus the Kings. Look at Big Ox Media comment. So he basically saying if they would have beat the Lakers, the Kings would have beat the Nets. And I'm saying I don't know if I agree with that.
Because I mean we had the point guard. We had the guard.
Yo, Bobby, all I'm saying is, bro.
Jason Kidd fucking was dynamite.
Oh no, I don't think they would have beat the Nets. Oh, I think we have too much firepower, bro. For those niggas.
Do y'all not remember the Kings team back in 02? What are y'all talking about right now, bro?
They had a tough team right
now, bro.
They had a good team. They had a tough team, but I'm saying it would have been no easy.
Do y'all remember who's on that team?
Bro, easy. He's saying that he was able to beat the shit out of the Nets, bro. How I'm jacking that though? I'm not jacking that.
Yeah, like D talking about like yo, we better swept y'all niggas and shit. Like what?
That shit go to 7, bro. That go to 7, bro.
Yeah, that ain't no
that's
easy,
a
bro.
easy.
That easy series.
That wasn't going to be easy.
That's what 6
Niggas,
maybe.
bro.
6 maybe.
Hold up.
What seed was they when they played the Lakers that season?
They was the number 2 seed.
Yeah, I think there was a 2. I think there was a 2.
The Lakers was like
They was the first. Yeah, they was like the number 2
Lakers was
seed at the
the
time.
4th or something like that. I'm not too sure. I forgot.
Lakers was top 4.
Yeah, they was the
Lakers
first.
top 4.
Okay, so I mean, they had Mike Bibby, they had Doug Christie, they had Jabari Smith, they had Healy Circle, Gerald Wallace, they had Chris
Webber. So the Lakers was the 2 seed. My fault. That's what it was.
Yeah, they was the number 1 seed. They was number 1. They was the first seed. They was 61 and 21 at that time.
My nigga, all I know is, bro, that series broke down the same way, bro. The series a year ago broke down.
I'm looking at their roster, bro.
When we was all up in Bobby's stream, bro, and I told him, bro, like, yo, y'all niggas ain't gonna make the playoffs for another 16 years. Guess what, Bobby? Y'all ain't make the playoffs last year. That's 1 year, bro. And we still counting.
We was what 50? We was 52 and 30 that year, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I think, yeah, and we was 32 and 50 this year.
Yeah, I mean, we had Kittle, we had Kidd, Martin, Scalabrine, we had Van.
How ironic that was. Bro,
Jason Collins, Richard Jefferson. We would have gave them niggas a run, man. I don't know, bro. That team was looking at the roster like side to side. I don't think that shit would have been easy, bro. I think it would have been a 7 series or 6.
I think y'all forgetting how good I think y'all forgetting how good that Kings team is. I think y'all really forgetting how good that Kings team is.
Nah.
I'm not saying that team's not good, but that team was really good. But I don't think they would have. Niggas is acting like them niggas would have swept us or some shit. Like
that's one of the most underrated teams in NBA history, bro. I think y'all.
That team was very good, but the thing is, people are missing out the fact. Back years, we played against 3 top 10 players, bro, of all time.
Believe. Let me say this to LM real quick. LM, can you check since you're watching at the roster side by side? Check and see what the record was that season versus Nets versus the Kings. It was 2 games. You know how it is in the East and West. It's 2 games, 1 at home for both teams. What was the record?
That ain't gonna prove shit, bro.
Yeah, I'll check though. Let me see.
No, you can still check them.
I'll check.
Man, that's a good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Hold on, let me ask. Big Ox, hold on, because Big Ox on the panel.
I could give you an example if I could crush it, but go ahead, Bruce.
Big Ox, I wanted to ask him. Do you remember the head-to-head that season pause between the Nets and the Kings?
I did that research for a debate I had a couple months ago. I can't remember. We either split 1-1 or we got y'all 2-0. But I mean, y'all the hell of a team. That was one of my favorite teams. I love that team. Don't get me wrong. Jason Kidd, my favorite point guard of all time. I love Kerry Kittles. But
the Nets blew them out.
But yeah, one game, right? So we split 1-1, right?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
But when the Nets won, they blew them out. They blew them out.
Go check the whole thing though. Like
it was like 117 to 83.
Checking it now.
Shit out these niggas.
Oh shit! Damn.
They blew them out.
A blow doesn't depict the whole game.
No, it don't.
It don't matter if you lose. It don't matter if you win by 1 or if you win by 100. But my point is this:
Keith Van Horn dropped 25 that game.
Yeah, so
Webber didn't play the game. Webber didn't play the game.
Webber had 23. Webber had 23.
Oh, Webber played that game, Nalo?
Yeah, Webber had 23.
My fault, Big Ox. Go ahead, Ox.
That was a good. I think that would have been a good matchup. But I definitely got this. I mean, Chris Webber's the best player in that series at the time. With all due respect to Jason Kidd. But I mean, it's simple to me. I think we get y'all in 5 or 6. I don't think it goes to game 7. But that's no knock to y'all. Like, that was a good team. That Sacramento Kings team in 2002 was one of the best teams of the century. We just got overlooked because of what happened to us in the finals. Like, but that roster was amazing. Our style of play was amazing. Rick Alderman was amazing coaching. Like, if we don't get robbed, which everybody up on this panel can agree, we've seen the facts, we've seen the FBI reports. We got robbed. Like,
You
nigga,
said
David
the
Stern.
FBI reports, man. I don't remember that.
Yo, Lee, you never seen it. The FBI had to investigate. That has been investigated by the FBI.
Nah, that
I know
series is
that.
constantly
Nah,
investigated,
that's
bro. That shit,
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
that
Bruh.
series is crazy.
Hold on. I never knew that. Hold on, that
I
really
know. No,
happened?
I knew that. I knew that. I was only playing with
Because that
Bobby, but
because of possible racketeering charges against the refs.
exactly.
Wow.
Tim Donnie, he was a referee in that series, bro. So they called
Yeah,
it for
word. That shit was tough at the time. I ain't
yeah,
gonna hold you.
yeah.
That shit
So
Tim
was
Donnie,
tough
yeah.
at the time.
I'm not just talking shit, but the FBI really had to investigate that
No,
series,
the
bro.
FBI was on that though.
But I mean,
The
that's
FBI
neither
was on.
here nor there. Y'all went to the finals and we didn't. But I still think that 2002 team was. But I think that was one of the better teams that we've seen since 2000.
I mean,
But you
bro,
know,
like, but you got to think, Bobby. As good as the Spurs was the next year, they struggled with us in 6 games, bro. Like, and Duncan
right.
was that might have been Duncan's best season.
I mean,
Yo,
They struggled with us in six.
y'all had a hell of a team. I'm not knocking your team. Y'all had a hell of a team. Jason Kidd is the second best point guard of all time.
yo,
Like,
hold on. Listen, hold on, Big Ox. I know you're not gonna be here long. You a busy man. Shout to you and everything you got going on. Before you leave, please give us a quick commercial. But I gotta ask you before you go, for a first-time head coach, and you know this off experience because you're a head coach. From a first-time head coach, how important is a point guard to a first-time head coach?
I think he's very important. I would say any leader of your squad is very important. But for a first time head coach, I would say it just like Ray Jean was talking about in that one interview he just did. It's
All
depending
right.
on the type of point guard you got. You got to have the point guard that's going to be able to coach on the floor. Like for instance, if let's say Jordy mess around and get ejected one game. He needs to have a point guard on the floor that knows what coach wants us to run. Like, what is our sets? What are we doing? So I think for a first time head coach, if you got a leader at that point guard position, like that's gonna make your job so much easier, especially somebody that's respected in the locker room.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I know you don't want to hear this, and again, I know you probably beg to differ, but everybody on this side heard that De'Aaron Fox didn't sign that contract. What that mean to a King fan? Should Mets fans be excited? Like we may be able, Jordy might get him to come over here, or how you feel about that?
Hell no.
I mean, with all the respect, it would make absolutely zero sense for De'Aaron Fox to go to play in Brooklyn. Like if he's gonna leave, he's gonna go somewhere to win. Like if he leaves, he's going to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Orlando. That was just like an example. You know what I'm saying? Like a team that got some more.
Nah, I get what you're saying, bro. We out of the business of free agency, bro. Like we not in that business no more.
Yeah, but like I said before, when we talked about this before, though, Brizzy, I was happy that De'Aaron did that. Like it just shows that he's a thinker. He's not just gonna just spend his. I wouldn't want somebody of his caliber to waste their career in Sacramento. If Monte McNair is not gonna bring people in to help him win, like he should leave. That's his right to leave. I would do the same thing. But I think now. What'd you say?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I was listening.
I think Monte McNair showed though, like he's trying to win. Like I know people aren't high on the DeMar DeRozan signing, but I think that shows like he brought a vet that and DeMar wants to win. So I think that signing, re-signing Malik Monk, I think that showed that we're actually trying to compete. Now, are we gonna make a deep playoff run? I can't call it. I don't know, but I know we're trying to.
Yo, you funny as hell, man. I remember I came to your show when you did a show and it said I was winning the championship. I said, yo, Big Ox funny as hell. But yo, hold on. Let me ask you this though, Big Ox. What I really wanted to ask you is how important is an assistant coach in picking like a assistant coach staff to a new time head coach? Like what does the assistant coach actually do?
Shit. I mean, just kind of making sure that we're in our sets at the right time. You know what I mean? Substitutions, helping the coach. Like for a young head coach like Jordy, I think that you need a guy that's been around the league long enough to help you. Because when you're the head coach, you know what I'm saying, you got a whole program. You're responsible for your assistant coaches. You're responsible for your training staff. You're responsible for your development staff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get some.
Yo, yeah, y'all can hear Big Ox?
That was me. No, he's straight. He back.
You
Yeah,
back,
you
Big
know
Ox?
what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Alright.
mean, you can hear me. I
Yeah,
think
he's straight.
Yeah,
I think you need like a vet, like somebody that's been around, because like those guys have like tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what you need as far as structuring your not just your not your roster, but structuring how we go about things. Like when do we do this? When do we do that? Like even travel, shoot arounds, film study, all types of shit. Like a coach to get overwhelmed not knowing what to do and when to do it. You know what I mean? So I think that's very important. Like, isn't Nate McMillan on JJ's staff now?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like that right there, stuff like that is to me is super essential. Like if I'm a young head coach, I don't want no young assistant coaches and first time trainers. I'm trying to get people that's been around for 5-6+ years, people that know the business of the NBA.
yeah. You know, I'm glad you answered that because again, I seen Nash do the same thing with D'Antoni. Didn't work. We put up a bunch of threes. In my opinion, it was nasty work. I want to see Nets players have an identity where we get to the basket opposed to settle for the jump shot. But speaking of jumpers, I seen Cam Thomas and Kevin Huerter taking jumpers together. I ain't saying that we can get Kevin Huerter from Sacramento Kings. I just don't know how they ended up in the same gym. That's all I'm saying, Big Ox.
Good question.
I mean,
Yeah, you never know. People got the same trainers that you just never know who knows who hangs out in the all the time, who works out together. I don't know. I mean, Kevin Huerter. Once again, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all squad right now, but I don't see what Kevin Huerter does for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta go grab, y'all franchise player. I know y'all might say it's Cam Thomas, but I disagree.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people disagree with it being Cam Thomas. I think more him having the upside and potential to prove it is more with this season. But him being spotty as he was because of him being in and out of the roster because of Nash and Jacque Vaughn, it's hard to make a case for it. But I will say this season will say a lot. But I asked that because I seen it was a mix up with the assistant coaches with the Bucks, and I think one of them came from Portland, and one of them they got into it, and he had quit, and then next thing I know, that head coach got fired, and it's like, damn, man, like all of this shit is going on, and I'm trying to figure out why. But I said all that to say, I see Jordy Fernandez. He didn't keep every assistant coach, but he did keep like 3. So I think he might be our guy. Now I don't know what you know about Jordy Fernandez, but the clips that I've seen, he do seem attentive to detail. Is that fair to say, Big Ox, or would you know?
I think so. From just everything I've ever seen of him, I think he's probably going to be one of a really good head coach in the future. I'm not sure how quick he's going to take off, but I think y'all did a good job hiring him because he's really about culture. He's about getting the guys excited to play. I think he's a coach that people want to play for. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you're gonna have any problem with your team feeling like, oh man, we don't want to play for this dude. Like, nah, I think cats want to play for Jordan for sure. I think y'all did a good job hiring him.
Yeah, nah, go
Right.
boy.
But
Yeah.
let me ask y'all though.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't fuck with Jacque Vaughn?
I
He was
thought
more of
he was
a
gonna be
teacher
great,
than a
but he
coach.
was terrible,
He's more of
bro.
a teacher than a coach, man.
He wasn't teaching a goddamn thing, man. All he
Oh, you
was
don't remember
doing was
radical
smiling.
philosophy though, Breezy? Breezy, you don't remember radical philosophy? Or radical truth? That's what it was. Radical truth.
Bro, he was smiling too much for me, man. I don't know
Breeze,
why he was smiling so much,
don't do
man.
that shit because when you came into the season, you gave that man fake. Don't put that
Nah, I
to the
did. I
side,
said
bro.
that. I said I gave him credit. I did give him credit before when it was 0-0. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't like him the way he was doing Cam Thomas minutes, man. I don't like how he was not giving. I don't like how he was giving Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson chances to lose us the game over and over. I don't like how he had a dude sitting on the bench for mad long. And he used to play for the Kings too. I forget his name offhand. That's because he ain't getting no minutes. That's why I forget his name. But he used to play for the Kings. I thought he could have got some minutes when Claxton was down. And he just didn't do a lot of good stuff for the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? He smiled a lot, and he was, you know what I mean, a bad head coach.
Last February was brutal. I call it the Valentine's Boston Massacre, man. When he had nothing written on his game board, and he just let these guys go out there doing nothing. It was that was a tough one. That was a low point,
Big
man.
Ox, he subbed out the whole starting five, played the G League. Then another time, when he got fired, he said, "Yo, I need to go ask JB Bickerstaff what he doing in his locker room, so I can do it in my locker room." The next news I heard of Jock Vaughn is him getting fired. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, I don't know why he was saying that shit, bro. Like, that shit was wild. All I know is he told the media that we had lost a game that we thought we was gonna win. So his smile looked like it hurt. So he went to the media and told them that he went to the locker room, told them I'll see you in Paris, and left the locker room. Like, what? Like, what are you even talking about? This is right before we went to that international game.
Right.
And he was just, the way he was talking in the media, you could tell he was just pulling our leg, man. I wasn't with it.
I think he was done. He was with the Nets for a long time. He was with them as an assistant coach, and then became coach, and then he was there when Kevin Durant came. He was there before then.
Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson.
Y'all,
Right.
at least y'all got. At least I think y'all got a clean slate to start with. Though y'all got young players, got Nick Claxton. As y'all just got to get Ben Simmons out of y'all facilities. Stop letting that man come to work.
Seriously, man.
If he don't, they gotta hold him. I'm gonna tell you why they holding him. They need him to show that he can still play, even though he can't play. So they can trade him. They'll take a 2. They take a second round.
I'll trade him to the Jazz for like a second round pick at this point. I'll trade him to Utah. I'll trade him to
Get
Utah.
something.
Danny Ainge.
Don't
Take
get
Ben
nothing.
Simmons. I'll take it for a second round pick.
Let him go west.
Buying that man out the minute he come over there. He buying that man out.
Because he's not going to have a value. No team is going to pay him any big money. I'm telling you that now.
He'd be lucky to make $10 million next year, man. At this point,
they need him to come out the block, play well, play every game, play like he's not hurt, and then they get rid of him.
But
trade
what's
him.
wrong with him?
Put him on the trade block.
What are they saying is wrong with him?
His back.
The back problem, and
spends too much time off the court and not on the court.
Yeah, that too.
No, it's the back. Don't.
But
do that. That's
it's the
nasty,
back,
bro.
really.
It's
that fly
it's the
fishing
back.
he does, man. Every time he goes so low, it's like and then he can't get on the court, man. It's too much fly fishing. Got to cut down on that.
I mean, he is getting surgeries after the shit though. So I mean, I can't like.
You can't say it's not true.
Yeah, like you can say what you want,
can't
but
say
like
it's
the
not
man has
true.
to
This
get
is
a
Sean
surgery.
Marks' mess. Let's be blunt. This is Sean Marks' mess to clean up right here. He needs to finish this last chapter, Ben Simmons, as clean as possible.
I'm telling you, he want him to come back and play and let him do his thing. And he's going to look good. And then put him on the block. Put him on the trading block.
I mean, he said Ben's still young enough, which is weird to me because he's got a back of a 40-year-old man. So it's like he's that young in your eyes still. Come on, Sean. Let's call a spade here, man.
Yeah, maybe some team will pick him up that's got playoff expectation.
Salary dump him to Utah, man. They got cap space, I think. Give me a second pick for him. I'll give it to you for free.
Second round pick.
Yeah, Danny ain't gonna want that though.
I mean, he does want to trade Laurie though potentially. I mean, Ben could kind of like give him free cap space next year.
To ask for Laurie though, John. You see the whole.
That's crazy, man. If I'm the Warriors, I'm not trading both Kuminga and Brad, man. I'll keep Brad over Kuminga because I don't think they want to pay Kuminga. I think
Danny boy, he's just he's a shrewd businessman. I swear.
Man, I disagree with that though. I disagree with that 100%. B Pops can get the hell out of here. If it's to get Lloyd Marketing, they can have both of them. In my mind.
B-Pods and who? B-Pods and
JK.
Why you want them out?
Because you can get Lloyd Marketing. If not, bro, this is all I'm saying. If you're not going to make a move like that for Steph, right, then trade Steph. Do him some justice. Let him go somewhere where he can win.
Oh,
we made a few. No. Hold on, Alex. We made a few moves though. The niggas brought in Kyle Anderson. It's not like we not doing something. It's not like we just stood back like the Bucks or the Lakers or something.
Y'all not doing to win though.
Hold on, Big Ox. You don't got Curry retiring with the Warriors?
I do. You know me, Brizzy. I'm not sentimental at all. Like I don't give a damn about none of that. Like if he's gonna be around, if he's gonna be in the NBA, he should be trying to win. He's you know what I'm saying? Like he got 4 rings. This could do great things for his legacy. You know what I'm saying? For who he is, and for his all-time ranking. And I'm assuming Steph cares about that. So I'm like, bro, I would go somewhere because I'm looking at Steph like bro probably got 3-4 seasons left, maybe 2 at this level. I would be ready to go right now. And I know I keep talking about Orlando, but I'm saying like a team like Orlando, a team. If he could figure out a way to, if OKC could figure out a way to get him and keep Shea, I don't know, bro. I'm just yelling out teams right now. I'm just saying he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win with the Warriors with this staff, with this team that's presently constructed. It's not possible.
So hold on. So is it an end for the day for the players to retire with the team that drafted them? Is that day over in the NBA?
I don't think so.
It's a case by case. It's
discretion, Breeze.
I think it's case by case. Yeah, but I think Steph is going to stay. Steph ain't going nowhere.
I think Steph, if he does go somewhere, the publicity and the marketing is going to be off the chains for him. Like a team is going to go up with fan base if he goes somewhere else. That's like the appeal with wanting to make a move for him down the road. Like any team would make that move.
Then he's leaving for money.
That's part of it too. I mean, Curry.
I'm not mad at him for
it. At the end of the day.
Or you could be leaving the team to put them in a better position to rebuild because they can't do shit with you. So might as well leave, give them something, and then it's going to be a win-win trade for both parties.
And that's my point. That's my point, Easy. That's what I've been saying. I said this at the beginning of I said this last summer. They need to just go ahead and let Steph go. Get 4 first rounds and a couple of young players, something like that, so that way they can rebuild. If not, they're going to end up giving him a Kobe Bryant type contract to stick around for the last 2 seasons of his career. That's gonna put the franchise in the hole. When he retires, he's going to be the same. You know, he's going to spend the last 2 years of his career not making the playoffs. Then they're going to be in the hole, having to rebuild for the next 4 or 5 seasons. They could help each other.
I mean, from a team standpoint, yeah, but from a money market, I don't know. I think Curry stays. They still make money even though they're not a good team, and they just pick the draft, build a team.
I don't think anybody thought Clay was going to leave. I think we all thought Clay was going to retire a Warrior. And, you know what I'm saying? And he's loved in the Bay just like Steph. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Steph, we love Clay in California. I love Clay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Klay Thompson. So it's like to see him go to Dallas. It's like, hey, if Clay can do it, shit, I can too. You know.
So hold on. In your opinion, from my perspective, but I'm in the Eastern Conference. I'm on the East Coast. I'm looking at it like Draymond is the problem, and that's the reason why Clay left. Because the franchise don't have no control over Draymond and just his antics and just the whole vibe and energy of what the Splash Brothers was. I think Draymond overplayed his role and kind of tried to not downplay the Splash Brothers, but made it seem like he was a bigger piece of the pie than he really was. And I think Clay, you know what I mean? He kind of was on the short end of the stick because of that shit.
I
Like
think
they
it was
ain't
money
paying the
though,
money.
Breezy,
I
with
don't know.
Clay.
Am I
I think it was a
exaggerating?
contract situation because remember what happened when Poole got his bag? Apparently, Draymond and Clay weren't getting like the money that they thought they'd get for bringing all those rings, and then Draymond slugged the guy. Like there was something there. Like the young guys felt like they're gonna take the team over, but I guess Draymond and Clay didn't feel that way. And then there's something so weird about them ever since
Nah,
that happened.
that's not. I mean,
Did you see how much money they gave Clay when he didn't even play for 2 seasons and he got paid handsomely to sit around.
hey, that's what happens when you help a nigga win championship. It is
So
what it
you
is.
saying
Like,
so you saying that's
we
good
seen people
business that
get
they
paid
paid
for
him.
cash before, bro. It is what it is. I ain't
So
mad at it.
Yeah,
that's good business.
Clay shouldn't feel Clay. I don't feel like Clay should feel like the front office ran a foul against him. I feel like Clay should be happy that they paid him when he was hurt. And I'm not saying take what they give you. You know what I'm saying, take it or leave it. Like he made a business decision, but at the same time, it's like with all the shit that was going on in that franchise, mostly due to Draymond, if you ask me. On top of that, like you got paid for nothing. You got paid fat for nothing for 2 seasons. How can you act like they owe you something? I don't look at it that way. I don't feel like the Warriors owe Clay anything.
Technically, bro. Technically, he got paid for what he did. That's usually what happens. You get paid for your past performances. There's plenty of niggas getting paid before they even do anything, bro. Like so. My thing is whether they owe Clay something or whether they don't owe Clay something, that's irrelevant. The fact is that one way or the other, Clay was gonna get paid. One way or the other, Draymond was gonna get paid, bro. Like them niggas got thank you money, bro. Like, and I think Bob Myers, bro, like probably he knew the demolition that was about to take place and the demolition that would have taken place had he would have stayed, bro. That's one of the reasons why he left because he didn't want to be responsible for breaking that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like in terms of the money situation, bro. Like I'm not mad that Clay got money. I ain't mad that none of them niggas got paid. I'm not even mad that Jordan Poole got paid because he was part of a championship team. That's what championship players get paid. They all get paid, my nigga. Like it is what it is. We seen it in the past, and we gonna see it over and over again as long as the NBA is around, bro. We're gonna see it forever.
Listen. The only reason why I mention all of that, and again, to be obvious, is because I know with rebuilding come culture building, and for you to build the culture, I think one of the biggest voices should be a Jordy Fernandez. I'm glad Big Ox has that rapport for what he said about Jordy Fernandez.
That shit last year about Jacque Vaughn, bro. I ain't gonna forget.
No. This is not what I said. This is what Big Ox said. Big Ox, he the one that seen Jordy Fernandez on the assistant coaching staff for the Kings. Jacque Vaughn and Jordy Fernandez, 2 different head coaches. Please, Jordy Fernandez is not Jacque Vaughn.
We ain't gonna forget, bro. We flash back 300 something days, bro. You were saying the same shit about Jacque Vaughn, bro.
No. I'm saying I'm not the one saying it. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not the one saying it. Big Ox is the one that's saying it.
No. You said that already, but I'm telling you what you did.
Hold on. No. But the difference is, it's not about what I said. It's actually what's happening. Last season, let me finish. Can I finish? I'm not co-signing the same sentiments. Let me finish a sentence before you rebuttal what you don't even know what I'm gonna say. The difference between a Jacque Vaughn and Jordy Fernandez is what they doing before the season started. Jacque Vaughn was not no national team head coach. Jordy Fernandez is. Jordy Fernandez is working with Shea and Jamal Murray. Jordy Fernandez is the reason why he got Zach Edey on the team. Jordy Fernandez is doing a lot of things that Jacque Vaughn wasn't doing. So again, my report comes from with a King fan. So and the other things that I see him doing. So ain't for the chat to believe me or disagree. I'm just saying what I seen. You feel what I'm saying? So again, I believe, and I'd rather be optimistic going into the season. I know the trajectory and the direction that we going, but that don't mean he not going to be a good head coach. There's definitely positives. Even if you have a losing season, you could take positives and take it into the next season. Like, all right, this is good, but we need to work on, you know what I'm saying, a few things. So,
and what positives might that be?
Defensive
I think.
identity, Leaf.
I mean,
That's
for
fair.
him to say that he think that Nick Claxton could get depoy, just for him to have that mindset, I think that's a good thing. It shows that he prioritized defense. That's what I think we're going to be looking at. I think we're going to be looking at a defensive situation. And for what it's worth, because it's only the summer league, when we start tightening up on defense, it's because of Jalen Wilson and Noah Clowney. We run like a trap where we try to the basketball action on the defensive side of the ball is trapping the offense on like the perimeter. I've seen it happen. Like we jump the screen or jump the pick, whatever they do. And we get in front of that. I've seen that happen with Clowney and Jalen Wilson like twice. I definitely seen it one time. And they play good defense, bro. I'm telling you, I think Jordy Fernandez want this. I think Jalen Wilson is going to get minutes because of Jordy Fernandez. Noah Clowney is going to get minutes. Nick Claxton going to get minutes. Defensive players is going to get minutes. I don't know if he the reason why they so slow on the DFS CJ trade, but this shit taking all day. I thought he would have, you know what I mean, switched up the situation by now.
Hopefully this month. August is usually like the most boring month for sports, but hopefully we can see some fireworks, man. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice change of pace.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, hopefully,
be
but
hating,
I mean,
what the fuck?
I'm not about to. Yeah, I'm not about to basically, you know, for lose sleep or gain sleep off of it. To be honest with you, because like I said before, bro, we also it's other players we got to worry about that don't even fit the trajectory. Nobody mentioned the fact that we still got Bogdanovich on this team. Nobody else mentioned the fact, bro, like that a lot of the 1-year deals that we signed and basically the same as Dennis Schroeder and DFS. They expiring contracts. You know what I'm saying? So we really just spending money because the CBA demands it. That's what we're really doing, bro. Like, but going forward, bro, like, I mean, I think we understand a great deal about the young pieces we want to go forward with. But they also got to get long-term shit too. You know, we were like, bro, we blew up this roster and told Cam Thomas, hey, go out there and go see if you could get earn a 4-year deal with this roster. They basically setting them up for failure, and we all know it.
No, I don't know that. I think listen, this is not me. This is what I'll be saying. Some of it be me, some of it me just saying, paraphrasing what they saying. When they asked Cam Thomas about contract, he said, I'm not worried about no contract. I just want to play basketball. I'm paraphrasing. But he did explain that he not tripping off of no contract. He going into his contract, and he telling you he not tripping off. Bro, he putting up numbers. He gonna be putting up numbers on the board like Pusha T. I'm joking, but 30. I think he's shy 30 or 30 plus.
Oh my god!
I don't think that's crazy.
Lee, do you see Cam Thomas as wanting to be on this team long term if he has a good season in a losing season? I mean, or do you think he's prioritize banking on himself next summer with the team potentially? Like, where do you feel his mindset's at?
I think he's going to, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how loyal he is. I know Kobe is his best favorite player, and he played for the Lakers. He wanted to get drafted by the Lakers. I don't know if Cam Thomas stays when the contract time comes. I want him to stay because he's my favorite player, but I can't say that I know he's going to stay for sure. But
the reality is that, bro, like, the only thing we realistically did, bro, was secure a chance at getting a better future. That's the only thing we really did, bro. Like, and the thing is, nobody knows, bro, if that front office is we don't know if that front office is still putting stock in anybody on this roster. They signed the nigga Claxton 4 years, $100 million. That's Scooby Snacks today. That's how much. That's what they think of him, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we like? I really need to acknowledge, like, yo, what, like, who on this roster does this front office believe in, bro? Because I don't think that there's anybody on this roster right now, bro.
Real quick,
I think we just holding on to niggas, bro. Like, just to hold on to niggas, bro. I don't trust nobody in this front office to make the sound decisions to believe in the players that we supposed to believe in, because they just playing with these niggas' emotions. It's like Craig. It's like Craig and Big Worm, bro. Y'all niggas is playing around, bro.
That's some valid truths, man. I mean, Leaf's not speaking like hypocrisies here, man. Like, these are worries from fans that want to invest in players, but if Sean keeps dangling the carrot, removing the carrot, and then wanting to trade the players a year or two from now, how can the fans ever want to invest in this team long term? That's what we got to fix. That's a fundamental issue. That's something a lot of teams aren't dealing with because they commit to the right players. We need to figure that out. Who is going to be the future of this team, and who's just in the way?
I answered that question, but I think again, DFS and Cam Johnson don't fit the timeline for it. Where they at in their career, they should not be part of a rebuild team. They definitely getting traded to a contender team. Yeah. And we either gonna get draft picks, which is gonna benefit us, or we gonna get a player back in draft pick that's gonna benefit us. Yeah, Sean Marks did it. I won't never cover up for the mess that Sean Marks made, but he is trying to clean it up. I gotta acknowledge that.
How come you didn't throw Bogdanovich and Dennis Schroeder in that mix as well?
Oh yeah, them too. But I think Schroeder more will stay with us as a vet that Jordy Fernandez could work with and help teach the team. He could be the floor general, something like what Big Ox was saying. You see how he balling with the national team. So I think Schroeder is somebody that actually stays over Bogdanovich. I don't think a Bogdanovich makes the roster by the beginning of the season. I don't.
So hold up. So let me get this straight. Your vision of this team, you want one motherfucking veteran on this team, and that's
no. I'm not saying one. You asking me what I think the Nets going to do. I told you I vlogged two different ways. I'm answering the question like what I think the Nets going to do. I think they're going to move Bogdanovich, and I think they keep Schroeder. I think they keep Schroeder at point. He's a veteran point guard, and
it's hard to get a point guard.
Jordy Fernandez he's a national team head coach. He knows Schroeder's on the national team. I think it's just an easy fix for it's an easy answer right now. Just to make Schroeder the starting point guard. I just think that's what I don't have y'all know how I feel about Ben Simmons. So I think Schroeder is going to be the starting point guard. It's for Jordy Fernandez.
That was a good take, Breezy, but so many people on different podcasts keep talking crap about Schroeder, saying he doesn't deserve to be in the league. And I'm like, this guy is invested in these young guys. He wants the young talent to get better. That's what you want from vets. Not vets that are like, hey, where am I going next? Schroeder didn't say that.
Yeah, Schroeder led his German team to a title, didn't he?
Yeah. And while Schroeder was coaching these young guys, where was Ben Simmons? He was in Miami. Like, come on. Like, you guys want to crap on Schroeder, but he actually said, I want to work with the young guys. I'm not
crapping on Schroeder at all. I think Schroeder added an element to this team that was much needed after the trade deadline that we didn't have at the point guard position, bro. But what I am also saying is, if somebody in here strongly believes or strongly wants Schroeder or strongly wants Schroeder, bro, as the only veteran on this damn team, bro, that's why I worry. Because you got one dude that's 30-something years old, and just because we need a point guard and he at the point guard position, he's going to play the point guard position, bro, because we don't trust BS. That's what I'm calling him now, BS.
You asked me what I think they're going to do. That's what I think they're going to do. I think Bogdanovich, I think they're going to do. Sean Marks is one of those GMs that if you want to get traded to that team, he's going to help you get to that team. You see him do it multiple times. I think nothing changes with Bogdanovich.
I seen him do it with superstars.
Listen. I feel where you're coming from, bro. But what I'm saying is, somebody like Bogdanovich, I think he will want to go to a contender. Right. Where he at in his career, he not gonna want to be part of a rebuild. And you don't want to. And then if moral mean anything to a Nets fan, you don't want to play in the locker room sullying up the energy. You don't want a player that don't really want to be there. Like John said earlier, you want players that want to be there. So I think Bogdanovich, he not shitting on the Nets, but he don't want to be part of a rebuild situation.
Facts. And to Leaf, we could probably trade Bogdanovich for some Scooby Snack second rounders at this point. Like, we're probably going to move him. And here's the thing. If you keep Schroeder for the first half of the season, his value is really good. Instead of maybe trading him for second round picks, if he's really good vet, they can be contenders that need a backup point guard that might be willing to give more than what they initially want to give for Schroeder. Like, there's positives we keeping a guy like Schroeder on this team for the first half of the season. Like because he
John,
would help the guys.
John, here's the thing, bro. Y'all got me, bro. Like, listen, somehow, some way, Mikal got sold, man. For well, I ain't gonna say sold. Mikal got traded for 5 for unprotected first rounds. If you honestly think that it's another player on this roster that's a veteran that doesn't fit this timeline, that's going to get traded for anything more than what is it? Anything in that caliber, or any one pick, bro, out of the first round, bro. Y'all sadly mistaken.
No,
Sadly.
not for that.
Bro,
Not for that.
I'm not.
The Knicks,
Yeah, I
the
ain't
Knicks
tripping on
overpaid. The Knicks, they're gonna feel that
He's
later.
overpaid, bro. Because
That was Brunson, man. That was all Brunson,
They're
man.
gonna
Come on,
feel that
guys.
later.
Bro, listen, we got enough draft picks to last us until the ice age, bro. We ain't
Yeah,
gotta
that's
trip
true.
on nothing, bro. Like I told y'all, we could use 2025 and the next season after that. All those other ones, I'm trading up. I'm getting a better draft pick for 2026, or I'm
Yeah,
dead
something.
ass.
Yeah,
Because I'm not trying to. I seen a draft pick list. I was going to do a whole vlog, and I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't vlogging no 2029. Fuck all that. You need to trade that draft pick to a team that's trajectory to Detroit, to Utah, or some shit. Just trade it to a team that, you know what I mean, that's
yeah.
gonna be in rebuild mode around that time.
I'm glad you said Detroit and Utah, bro. Notice, bro, like if we still in the shitter, bro, just like those teams are, bro. I'm gonna come right back to this conversation and say, yo, I told you so.
Bro, again, like I told you, as a Nets fan, I know the odds is against us, and I'll take that odd, even if it's 0.0000001. I'm gonna be on that type of time just because I'm a Nets fan. Now, case in point, I said all that to say that I like the draft pick situation where we get a high draft pick next season and a high draft pick 2026. After that, I'm trading all of those draft picks. Like, bro, I'm handing out them, and I'm not handing them out, but I'm doing business. I'm like, yo, all right, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, when I looked at that draft pick list, I don't know all the specifics at hand, but there's going to be some teams interested in doing business and negotiating with the Brooklyn Nets. That's a fact. There's no
They
way.
need a wing. They're gonna need a wing.
Yeah, it's no way they gonna look at them draft picks and we not doing business with no teams. No 3-team trades. No, we doing something like that, bro. Somebody gonna come up with those draft picks. We don't need draft picks from 2030, bro.
Yeah,
we don't.
They're gonna need a 15. They're gonna need a 3 and D guy.
So you telling me that if the Nets are what? So if the Nets after these next 2 years are plus 500 team, and we still holding on to those draft picks, that means we should get rid of them, even though we have a history of basically hitting in the middle of the draft in the 20s and late outside of the lottery. That's what you're telling me.
I'm saying the identity that the Nets fans is looking for in these 2 seasons, I expect to see it. Yeah, maybe this first year it'll be happening, but we
stop
not
drafting after the next 2 years. That's what you expect us to do.
I'm saying in these next 2 years, with the core we got this season, going into this next draft and that next draft after that, these next 2 seasons, yeah, I'm saying that's enough core. Now, how much core we going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like after that, we should be looking at players that's going to be the leader of this team, the alpha player, and or whether or not if that's our style or how we win the games, or our identity, we should have it in 2 seasons. That's my point. And by then,
by this time next year, bro, we should have an alpha, bro.
Right. So from 2 seasons from now, Jordy Fernandez should have already had his style of play and the way he coached, and guys that want to commit, ready to play for the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? I imagine that happens.
Why are we rushing this?
No, nobody's rushing it. You asking me a question, I'm answering it. I think, again, when I say I might disagree with the timeline. I think 2030 is too far out. Some of those draft picks that's far out, like 2030, that's 6 seasons from now. I'm not saying all of this stuff and vlogging like we're gonna win it in 6 seasons from now. I'm not doing that. I'm saying 3 seasons, maybe like 3 or 4. I'm saying 3, 4 max. At 4 seasons, I expect us to be Eastern Conference or finals, bro. In 4 seasons. In
What?
4 seasons. Yeah, in 4 seasons. I expect this
Good luck.
Eastern Conference or
Oh
finals.
Good luck. Yeah,
I
good
don't
luck with
expect it.
that, bro.
I don't expect the next season. I don't
man.
expect it the season after that, but I do expect it in that 4th season, bro. That's a fact. And the
So
4
you
seasons from now, what's that, 2027, 2028? Yeah, I expected that
hold
soon.
on. So let me ask this question. With the talent that we got now, we know we got a lot of things going on, but with the talent that we got now, if we were really competing, Breeze, where do you see us falling?
Well, I don't think we competed, but if we were competing, I think we are a fringe playing team. We toggle between 8 and 7. So if we really playing good basketball, we might get to 6, but we wouldn't stay long. We'd be 7 and 8, maybe 9, 8, 9, 9, 8 type shit like that.
So Breeze. So all right, let me ask you this follow-up question. So do you see this talent on the team developing to a point where they could contend with teams in the West? Don't think about teams in the East. Think about teams in the West.
Yeah, because of Clowney being a four that could space the floor the way he do. You can't double Cam Thomas. We get another shot creator. You got 2 shot creators on the floor at the same time. Cam Thomas, one of them, and let's say Bailey, another one, and or so let's just say Cooper or Bailey is one of them, and they shot creators. So you got 2 shot creators, and then you got somebody like Noah Clowney, where you can't double one of these shot creators because Clowney spaced the floor, and he'll knock down a 3 from the elbow or the corner 3 to it cost the defense to double either other shot creators. So yeah, I think that's why we'll be good. I think the pick and roll will be good between Clowney. I think he'll work on that. And I think he's really going to be good with the pick and roll because I think you could pass it to him on the inside or the outside. You could pass it to him for the 3 on a pick and roll, or you could pass it to him in the paint for the pick and roll. And again, the significance is a lot of these championship teams, their recipe is having 2 shot creators or more. Yeah, most times it's 2 shot creators, but 3 is 3 sometimes. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we might need 3 shot creators, and maybe we might need a little more. But the way Sean Marks is playing the free agency, he not swinging and missing. You know what I'm saying? He not doing nothing dumb. He playing it safe. He plays to keeping it close to the vest. And I think that, he's not going to mess up no more money. I don't think he messed up no more money. I think he learned his lesson from messing up the money he made. I think he learned his lesson, bro. I think he's just ready for, the rebuild. You know what I mean? But that being said, I hope I'm answering your question. Am I answering your question?
I mean, you kind of fake one on the tangent about Noah Clowney. I'm not gonna lie, but let me say this.
It went on a deadly tangent.
A deadly tangent, but you my guy.
Deadly. And a tangent that is nowhere near true because the mean street setter for our team is going to be Claxton.
That's an opinion. That's an opinion.
Let me say this, right?
Watch it come true, and I'm gonna come back to this party.
Wait. Let me say this. I say the teams in the West because in 3 or 4 to 5 years' time, some of those high-end talent players on the West contract might be up, and the West teams might not be able to pay them. So they might come to the East to get the money. So those players in the West could come over to the East, and at that time, things could coincide at the same time. The team that in the West are building themselves up, get that high-end talent, and take them to another level. So if you believe this talent can compete with the talent in the West and the teams that's building up right now in the East, do you know the kind of astronomical jump everybody on this team will have to take and the players that we get on this team coming in will have to do? Are we factoring that in, or are we just saying, yo, we love this team to the heart of me and I don't give a fuck. This is where I want to see it.
Nah, I don't think it's just about talent. I think it's about
I
coaching
got a
too.
question for Easy.
I think
Easy.
I
Who
think
from the
it's
West
about
do you
coaching, not just talent on the team. Go ahead, though. John.
Easy. If say that happens, that some stars from the West want to come to the East, and the Nets will have cap space in 2 years. Who from the West do you think would want to come play in Brooklyn with a Cooper or an Ace or an AJ or a Cambuzu? Who you think would want to make
Nobody.
that jump?
Oh, you talking about for this team?
Yeah,
If
for
they want to come
Brooklyn.
over to this, bro, Brooklyn got to show a lot, bro. You be looking like Detroit right now. Brooklyn got to show a lot. The only thing that we can entice a person is with the city. If you don't really want to like the
Brooklyn,
life
bro.
around the city, and then you could probably finesse us for a big bag. That's the most I could see. But if you always like the team or some shit like that, like sentimental values or things that personally abstract to the person, like, oh yeah, that really comes to my mind when I think about the team. That's why I'm more interested. This team is nowhere in a position to demand things, bro. Like, come on, bro. We have to be realistic, bro. Like, you have to take yourself and look from the outside in, bro. We are looking like one of the bad teams. Why would a high-end talent out of nowhere just want to come and go here without the bag, bro? Get the bag off the table. Take the bag off the table. What are some of the draws? And don't give me young talent, bro, because that is
Never
not
won a
a big
championship.
sell.
This is a franchise that never won a
Marketing.
championship.
Marketing, coaching, your culture, and the Brooklyn fan base has always been loyal, man. The fan base is not even just in Brooklyn; it's all over the world. Internationally, Brooklyn's one of those popular teams. So international stars in the West might want to come to Brooklyn, man, to be part of this. You got to think about all different factors. And the money is going to be a factor, too. The Nets are going to be able to get a max contract out in 2 years.
Other than
They're gonna be
KD,
trash when they get here.
other than KD, which free agents in the recent history has this team marketed like that?
Kyrie.
Other than KD and Kyrie. It
James
was mainly
Harden.
KD.
Bro,
Take
hold
off
on.
the three superstars off the table. Which
No,
other
no,
free
no.
agents?
But no, easy. You make it.
We
But you hold on.
traded for Vince. We traded for Jason Kidd. We traded for
Nah,
Drazen Petrovic. So
no, hold on.
Did the
Easy. What you
organization?
hold on,
Go ahead,
easy.
Ray, go ahead, Chris.
What you saying is valid, easy. I get what you saying. But what I'm saying is they gravitated to us because of the style of coaching that Kenny Atkinson had. They were wrong for firing the head coach. And we're
Yeah.
not going to, and I'm saying that to say,
Hold on, Bree Scott. I heard y'all bring that up. Let me switch that narrative around. What happened if they saw that the Knicks is so bad and they just wanted to come to New York, and luckily there was a team in Brooklyn they could have came to, and that team had enough cap space to hold both of them to their max contracts and even have the potential to bring their buddy DeAndre Jordan along with the ride. What happened if they look at it from that perspective instead of the perspective of this team is building up to something and it looks bad? What about that?
I mean, that's what they did. That's why we lost.
I think that's why I think all players want that. They want the whole thing. They don't want just part of it.
DeAndre Jordan was horrible, though, man. $40 million. They could have brought anybody
The
else.
culture was here with Kenny Atkinson.
Don't bring
The
DeAndre
culture
Jordan,
was
man.
here. The team had culture.
The coaching was here. The coaching was here when Kenny Atkinson left too. You know who was the coaching? Ime Udoka. That's who was there. So if you really want to be technical, bro, we had the coaching all along. Realistically, bro, niggas just didn't stay healthy. That's all that was. And I keep trying to tell Breezy that, but like he keep going back to that trade. And we just weren't healthy. That's just that simple.
Hold on.
You make that trade 99.9% of the time, bro.
Honestly speaking.
Hold on. We're gonna go to you right next, Scott. Again, I just think it's contradictory because when you talk about someone like Ime, you more so talking about his defensive prowess. You're not necessarily talking about James Harden and what he brings on the defensive side of the ball. And again, I'm not saying we were a bad team, but to risk all that depth for a player that's notorious that came here, to your point, not even healthy enough, fat, came here out of shape, bro. We risk too much depth for players and to go far in the playoffs. You need depth going far in the playoffs.
And guess what? He was still giving us 2010 and 10 and he served the Boston Celtics in the first round. He just got hurt.
First round,
Yeah,
bro. It's
honestly
still a first round.
speaking,
You don't do all of that for the first round.
they
You
could
know
have
what's crazy?
they could have
That's the
been
last
good
time we've been
without.
out of the first round.
They could have been.
Wait, what, Scott? What's Scott?
They could have been. They didn't need Harden to win.
A lot of people keep saying that, bro. But
That's a
listen,
fact.
They had the team.
if that trade
They had
is
the
there,
team
Scott, bro, you make
already.
the
That's
Scott,
easy
if
to
had
that
say
the
in
trade is
team.
there,
hindsight. That's easy to say
Scott,
in
if that
hindsight.
trade is that's easy to say now, bro, because in hindsight, the thing is, bro, like
Yeah, I
if
said
that
it
trade
then.
come around, yeah, I understand that, but listen, if that trade come around, bro, you make that trade 99% of the time, bro. Like
But
I
that
guarantee,
okay. So
I guarantee.
yeah, I
Hold up, wait,
agree.
wait,
You make the
No,
and
trade.
Scott,
I
and
disagree.
You make the
Scott, while we
trade.
on the
I agree.
and,
You make the
and
trade.
Scott, while we on the same subject, I can guarantee you, if this team or the team in the next 2 years with a young supporting cast start to trend upward, and they don't have no real chance of winning a championship, and a superstar player from the West is on the market, bro, I guarantee you we gonna go and make a trade for it, just like we did when we got James Harden, just like we did when we got Jason Kidd, just like we did when we got Vince Carter. That's
Yes.
what we
Yes.
do.
And that's
But
why
not
Breezy
7
was
picks,
saying.
though, Lee.
That's
We
why
can do that
Breezy
again.
said in 3 years they gonna try to trade off those trades, those late number ones. After they get a core together, it only take 2 or 3 years to get a core together.
That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Again,
right.
Now they got 16 fucking picks, man. They gonna be able to wheel and deal. Nothing is better for a player than to win a title and be loved on Madison Avenue.
Exactly.
Nothing is going to be better.
Hold on.
I think you mean Atlantic. I think you mean Atlantic.
Nothing will be better.
Yeah, he got it. He meant Atlantic Avenue. He meant Flatbush Avenue. He meant
No,
Flatbush
Madison Avenue. Madison is where the marketing is at. They love. That's where the money is at. In Manhattan.
We just named the Brooklyn Street just cause
That's
we
where the money is at.
Avenue. Utica. All right. Hold on.
The parade will
listen,
be on Atlantic.
You're right. The parade on Atlantic. Facts. Hold on. I'm about to close out soon. We 2 hours, and shout out to everybody on the panel. I hope y'all hitting that like button. Please subscribe to the page. Shout out to Scott. Hopefully we join the panel again.
Yes,
of course, we got Leaf, you got John, you got Easy. That being said, on the closeout, yeah, man, we agree to disagree. This is still undecided. I said 2027, 2028, but all Nets fans don't agree, but that's fine. We
Watch
gonna
how fast
revisit
them
this.
2 years go by.
We gonna revisit this conversation and soon. We gonna revisit
Easy.
this
Watch
soon.
how fast them 2 years go by, and I'm gonna be sitting here with my arms folded, like, oh, yo, what happened?
So we'll
What do you want? And then you know what's going to happen after
change their
that?
answer. Niggas gonna change their narrative.
Yeah, of course they're gonna change their answer, bro. They gonna add another 2 years to it. No.
I said 3 years.
You're gonna add another
I
3
said 3
years to it. That 3 years, watch how fast 3 years go by.
We
Watch
gonna
how fast they go by.
Let's see.
we gonna see. Again,
Breezy, you should
like
do
I
a
said,
live draft of the combine, man, so we could all see it live and get our reactions, man. So it's like recorded history. That'd be fun. So think about that.
Listen, we'll see. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of moving parts. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that factor in. So again, like I don't want to jump the gun. We talking about what's gonna happen 3 seasons from now in July. Like, bro, we just excited for basketball. Shout out to all the Nets fans. We the best fans. We'll be back with more content soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
It wouldn't be a big fan.